How's everybody doing? Just give us a minute. I got to make sure I have everything set up because, you know, it is not organized.
We got blurry.
It's just going live now. Here we go. Well, good evening, everybody, to the SB7 sit-down family Q&A with my lovely wife, Denice.
Hello,
And
everyone.
Buddy is here.
He's
Don't
munching
worry.
on a bone.
He'll be, if he didn't have his bone, he'd be messing everything up.
Come here. There he is. That's my baby. That's my big baby. He thinks he's a lap dog. Right? That's my boy.
Good evening, Kels.
Hi,
How you
Kels.
doing?
All right. All
All
right.
right. I'm trying to do the best I can here.
All right. I know. I love you. I love you. I do. I love you, yes.
So let's just take a couple minutes for a couple people to come on in. As you're coming in, as usual, like I always tell you guys, hit your like buttons, get it out of the way now. Thank you very much. Michael K, what's up, my man? How you doing?
Nice to have you here.
Dan, what's this one here? Dan Tersey. What's up, Dan? Thanks for tuning in, my
Hi,
brother.
Dan.
Appreciate you coming on in. Kel saying hello, Sammy and Denice.
Hey, Kels, how you doing?
See, it's weird on my when I do it on the laptop. I can't even tell how many people are in the chat. I can tell how many now. I'm seeing people coming in. Trisha Woolley, hello, good evening.
Hi, Trisha.
It looks like YouTube just hit the button and went boop and allowed everybody to come on in. Trisha Woolley, Jamie Orcott, good evening. Still Lucky Dave, what's up, Lucky Dave?
Oh, Lucky Dave.
Oh man.
Got it? Got it? Good boy.
Matthew. Good evening, Matthew, and 235. I remember 235 from the stream the other day.
You did it all by yourself? You did it all by yourself. Good boy.
Henry Molina. What's going on? That sounds like a UFC fighter, doesn't it? Henry
It
Molina.
does.
Sounds like a UFC fighter. God bless your family, Sammy. Thank you, Henry. Kurt Yates, how are you and Denice?
Hey, Kurt.
We're doing all right, man. We were just bumming around today, and as usual, around 1, 2 o'clock, I'm like, oh man,
I want to go
am I
to
going to do
Splash.
live? They wanted to go to, well, she wanted to go to
Gianna
Splash.
wouldn't go with me.
If you check out my Facebook page and hers, she was doing dives again like crazy. I can't handle
I
that.
did my first front flip.
Front flip, she was doing back dives.
That's easy. Flips are harder.
Tony B, who was Murtaugh. What's up, Tony? All right, what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. We got some people in here. I can't even tell. I know we got 15 thumbs up. I can't. Oh, we got 33 people watching. Okay.
Oh, did I film up?
Oh, no, you got your phone was over there.
Well, he keeps sitting on it because he don't like.
Jenny Hall, thank you, and welcome everybody. I appreciate
There's my
it.
thumb up.
Trying to get this organized. I think what I want to do is I'm going to set up microphones on this coffee table, which you can't see. But I'm going to frame it out a little different where you're going to see the microphone stand, and we'll work it out a little different. Like I say, we're going to start at the bottom.
I'm going to open it in a prayer because I wrote it
Yeah,
down.
we're going to start at the bottom and work our way to the top with this. And we're going to start this out in a little prayer. And we're going to do the Denice for prayer for everybody in the chat and everybody listening out there and pretty much everybody in the world. Denice.
Now?
Yeah, open up in a prayer.
Can I do what I've written down?
You can do whatever you want.
Well, since this Maui thing is going on, we should pray for Maui
Yes,
too.
Maui. You know about Maui, right? We're going to be talking about Maui too, guys.
You might
She's
not,
going to be.
You might not like what I have to say.
We're going to be talking about some Maui and some
Hold
stuff that's going on
on,
in
we
the
have
news.
to. I pledge allegiance. Good. I pledge allegiance to the flag.
What's Buddy?
Oh, to the flag. Come on. To the flag. Buddy. I pledge it. Buddy. Come on. Pledge allegiance. Come on. You doing it? Alright, he ain't gonna do it. He usually does it.
Buddy usually does the Pledge of Allegiance with us, but he gets his camera shy now.
Give it to me.
Go
Give it to
figure.
me right now. Give it. Drop it.
Oh, yeah, we know.
You can't leave any paper around him.
No,
He's gonna eat
you
it
can't
all.
leave anything around a dog. Are you kidding
You
me?
gonna do it for me?
He snatched her Wendy's sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich this morning. He got 10 minutes in the
I
cage.
pledge allegiance.
All right, go ahead.
I pledge allegiance. Come on. I pledge allegiance. Come on, do it, mommy. I pledge allegiance. Oh, you're gonna go do it. All right, I'll find my own prayer. Give it.
All right. Little prayer for us.
Adam, get. Come on, punch it out. Look, see? It's all about him, man. Yeah.
Lay down.
I pledge allegiance. Come on. Pledge allegiance to the flag.
This is what I deal with all day with this. Well, this ain't nothing really.
Which is stand. One nation. Under God. Indivisible. With liberty.
Dean Crowder.
And justice. And justice for all. Amen. All right. That's my dog.
That's Buddy's version of the Pledge of Allegiance.
We'll show you later what Gianna does with freedom. He's a man.
Robert Bidding and Brenda Stroman. What's up, Brenda? Positively Polly. My man Mark is in there. What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark.
We're going to open this up in a prayer.
Our MAGA dog. Alright, let me see. Fine. I'm trying to find one that is fitting. Alright. These are mine, actually, by the way, so sorry if you don't like them.
One prayer.
Alright. Father God, you know I need you, and I'm sorry for all the times I've pretended that I am fine on my own. Please forgive me today. I come to you just as I am. I give you all of my anxiety, cares, and worries. Please replace worry with peace, anxiety with hope, and concern with confidence and trust. I know that I am safe with you, and you can handle my problems. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Did you write that? See that, guys? That she wrote that prayer. Good job, babe.
Thanks.
I've never even heard that one. Dang.
They're all here.
I thought that was out of a prayer book. She wrote that prayer. Very, very deep. Good job. Sammy, I love your shirt. She said, yeah, that's true, guys. I do easily offend stupid people.
I have that same shirt because I buy them.
Yeah, I know. She's the one that buys me all the good shirts.
I know.
She has an awesome one on, man. Oh, man, you got to show that camera. Look at this. This is Jesus. This
Yeah,
is
this
beautiful.
is badass. I love this.
Right in the camera. Here you go.
You see it?
Yep. There's Jesus with his crown. Go down a little bit. Yeah, right there. You're perfect. With the crown of thorns and the flag. It's Jesus grabbing the flag. Unbelievable. And in the back. One nation under God. There you go. All right, guys. I'm going to start it off with you guys first, all right? We're going to start off with, how about a little Q&A, something like we did last time. Because now I don't have a skill machine in front of me. I can actually see most of the chat. Like I see Ryan Anderson. Hello, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. Nice to see you.
Matthew, I see you. What's up, Matthew? No. Here, go get one. I'll show you in a minute. Hello, you all. I am here. Sammy and Denise. Brenda Stroman, I see you. The dog is beautiful. Yeah, Buddy is beautiful. And a real pain in the neck, too. But that's all right. I listen to you guys. And it's probably the only argument I won in this
little
house.
guy. Look, he stole my Phillies hat.
He stole her Phillies hat. Looking funny.
Really?
Buddy, you stole the Phillies hat out of the room. No, live stream session would be inappropriate without a little, what is this, a peach gummy.
Cheers. It's been a long time. They've been here since Wildwood.
Last time we did the syringe, remember? A little syringe.
No, that was at the end.
What is it? What is that syringe? What does he call that?
It's RSC.
RSC?
I think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We haven't done it since.
No, we haven't done these in
I have 2 bags of these 100 milligram edibles from Wildwood. They sell them right on the boardwalk. New Jersey's crazy, man. You can go right down Wildwood on the boardwalk. They got stands right there. She was trying to buy a vape pen, and she bought a THC pen.
I still have it. It's in my pocket.
Back 'em up, on the car.
Back him up. You want to pick him up? He's heavy, man.
All right, guys.
You know, we've only had him for, what, 3 months now?
Michael K says, my golden is nuts.
So is this one.
She takes everything and eats whole bags of bread. I know.
Oh, man. He is terrible with food. He is like a crackhead when he sees food. Oh, you got a female? Ooh, he's not fixed. And he has a pedigree. I have his pedigree.
What month do you get him fixed at?
He ain't getting fixed.
You're not going to fix him?
No, I'm not fixing him.
Well, that's the only argument I won.
He'll breathe.
I listened to everybody in the SB7 Nation was telling me, get a cage, calm him down, give him some time out.
I hated that idea. It was right. It works. I was wrong.
It was you guys. It was everybody that was telling me, got to get him a cage. He was, he still gets the zoomies and all over the
Oh,
place.
I like the zoomies. They're funny.
But at least when he acts up now and does something bad, like snatch her sandwich out of her
Oh,
hand,
he didn't even bark.
we can put him in the
He
cage.
didn't even bark when we put him in there. Usually he barks. I put him in, he didn't even bark. He went in there because I was mad. He snatched my food. So I put him in there. He whined, but he didn't bark.
Brenda says, I see you are a Trump fan. No. Let me clarify that.
We are a MAGA family.
No. Let me
MAGA.
clarify that. Brenda says, I see you are a Trump fan. You are on the right side enough. Said, don't want to start nothing. I believe in being on
We are on God's side.
God's side, okay? I will vote for an ant. I'll vote for an ant if an ant puts godly principles and policies in our country.
Amen.
That's what I'll vote for, an ant.
And that's what
And
Trump
any one
is
of you
doing.
guys, I'll vote for any one of you guys who puts our policies and principles and America first and our nation first. It's nothing to do with Trump. It's just that Trump came in and he did the right job. Did he make mistakes? Well, of course he did.
He's not perfect.
He's
He's
not
a
perfect.
man.
He is. He's a human being like me and you. He made a lot of mistakes, actually. You know?
The
But they're
lockdowns
also-
were a mistake.
But they
The
were out
vaccine
together.
was a mistake.
All right. But
He
look,
has to own up to them. It's
Yeah.
cool. But it's better than the puppet we have now. That's
yeah, I mean,
destroying
look
this
what we
country.
got now. You think Maui burned
Maui's
on
not an
purpose?
accident. Maui was done on purpose. Oprah's trying to make her little photo shoot because she wants to buy up more of the land. Her house didn't burn down, but everything else around her did. Same thing in California with Julia Roberts and Lady Gaga and all those fans that all those people, their houses burned down in Montecito, but they didn't burn down. Not Oprah, not Lady Gaga, not Julia Roberts. You tell me. Get the hell out of here.
Oprah?
If you don't like what we're saying,
Oh, no.
please
No.
get out of this chat because it will get ugly.
Oprah and a lot of elite. and I don't
Oprah
mean
is a sex trafficker.
and it's not about Hollywood and actors. It's people with money and power. They are trying to buy up
to make it AI. Do
all
you
the
all know what
properties
AI
and
stands
use it
for?
for artificial intelligence, and it goes on and on and on. It's not America
It's
first.
not a conspiracy theory. It's a fact. Well, look it up. You can find
It's
it where
just
I
started.
find it.
They denied Oprah, right? Didn't they?
They did not let her-
Oprah brought her own people down
And
there.
did you see the Democrat come on with a smirk on his face? And he is supposed to be the Hawaiian Democrat.
Let's get back to the questions. Kurt Yates says,
Hey,
if your
Kurt, what's
dog
up?
has babies, I'll take one. All right, this is a male, though.
I have
Where's
a
the
male. Do you have a female? And he has a pedigree.
I don't want no more dogs.
He's a pedigree.
Which is a pedigree.
He's a full blood. I have
Oh,
his
yeah.
whole entire pedigree line of golden retrievers. I have it sitting right in the
I
kitchen.
don't even know what that meant.
I got him. He's all AKA. He's got it all.
Brenda's like, I don't vote, Sammy. I just like Trump, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's good, but you know what?
Trump's not God, but
But we do have, that is one of the rights that was given us, thank God, by our founding
we
fathers.
are
was to
losing
vote.
our rights every day. Look at the cops. Just stop people. What is your name? You don't have to give the cops your name ever if you don't commit a crime. People are forgetting our liberties, and it's sickening. They're burning down everything. Look at Ohio. You think that was a mistake? No, they derailed that on purpose. People who don't believe this shit are absolutely crazy. Look around. Bill Gates owns most of everything in Idaho. Who? China owns shit in our country.
I'm sick about
We
that.
own nothing in China.
China is buying,
Our farmland.
what is it, hundreds of thousands of acres of our farmland. That disgusts me. That I don't, China shouldn't own shit in our country.
We
They
don't
really
own
should.
shit. Nobody should own shit in anybody else's country.
You know,
Get the hell out of here.
You know, we have embassies, fine. They shouldn't be buying our farmland.
No.
You know why? Because it's gonna come a time if they get enough power. You don't think they want to starve us out? Come on. China wants us dead. Don't think China wants the best for us.
And Joe Biden is so corrupt. He's such a criminal.
He was compromised before he was president.
Don't think Obama's innocent either. You Obama people.
He's chewing your hat, Trisha said.
No,
yeah.
no, he chews everything.
It's
Trisha.
already balled up.
I tried to put it on him.
Stacy Smith,
Hey,
hello.
Stace, I just talked to her on the phone.
And we got John.
Ow.
John N. I see you, John.
Are you playing?
Try and do my best I can. ISO slot skills, I see you. And our brother in Virginia, Larry Hogan, is
Larry's
here.
going to be our opening songs writer Monday.
Gianna's in her bedroom. She'll be out in a little bit. She might turn the camera around. She's gonna. I got the mat. I got her gymnastic mat out
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
she's
floor.
doing pretty good. She's self-taught. She don't want to join a thing.
I know. Well, she was in gymnastics twice.
Yeah,
One
but
time,
her
very young.
arthritis.
But she does have JIA, or JAA,
JIA.
JIA, juvenile inactive arthritis right now. There was times when she was younger where she had flare-ups, and 2 times, right?
Yeah, she
Two
don't want
times
her
she
med-
had
she
to
don't
go
take
under
her medication.
sedation and have injections in her knee.
Oh, that was awful.
That was the worst one.
No, her ankle was the worst one.
What was the first one when she was younger? That was her foot? Yeah.
Foot?
The
No,
ankle. The
that
ankle.
was her knee.
Ankle and knee. That was the first one was the worst one, I thought.
Yeah, no, well, that
They're all,
they had to
hey,
go under 'cause
whenever your baby
her
girl
ankle.
goes under at that age,
And she
2
looks
years
dead.
old,
Oh,
and they
man.
gotta put her under like that for surgery, that's bad.
I think that was the worst thing we ever seen.
Well, you laid down on the ground the other night when you fell and hit her head. That was pretty bad too.
Oh, thank God for this dog, though. He
Yeah.
saved my life, and then Gianna
Denise was
came out.
over there. Buddy was over there licking Denise's face. I was sleeping. It was 1 in.
He didn't leave my side
Denise
the whole
was
time.
in the kitchen. She was cleaning something up, and when she leaned down, she came up and she hit our glass coffee table on her head.
Kitchen table.
The kitchen table, yeah.
When
All right,
I
let
went
me
down
get
there,
control of this here. Let me get control. There's a lot of people in here coming in here. Let me just see this here.
and God talked to our daughter.
Hey, amen to all. Very nice, Denise. He said, the bad guy press said, very nice to your prayer.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
And so did Joy.
Thank you, Julie.
Let me see if I can pin message. Yep, there we go. I pinned Matthew saying amen. Seeing if it works, We got to learn. Like I said, we're going to start at the bottom. All right, you guys want to start asking some questions? Come on in. Let's see. Ask them up. Beautiful prayer, Denise.
Thank you.
Brandon O.
Hi, Brandon.
Yeah, and I got a Brandon bracelet, baby, right there.
Yeah, we are all about Brandons.
Let's go, Brandon. I almost wore that shirt today, Brandon.
We love Brandons.
What's up, SB7 Nation? Brandon says. Phillies Nation, yeah. Philly's got a good team, man. I mean,
I love their coach.
It looks like they're not going to take the division because the Braves are just that good. But
Ouch.
I do believe they're going to get in the wild card, and they might get first wild card.
What did
That's
you
what we're
do?
hoping for.
Are you biting? You don't bite the hurt. Okay, that's cool.
And Trisha Woolley. Well, he will be bad for the first 2 years,
Yeah.
no lie.
Yeah. He's actually really not bad.
Yeah, I guess this is not bad. He's just being a puppy.
Yeah, he likes to
You
play.
know, I'm
Man.
I'm just starting to get used to it.
I love him.
I mean, I know that Denice is she's already dove in with him, but
Gianna is.
I was ready to sell him for $2,000 a month ago.
Gianna too. She's hot and cold with him.
I called Duke a Velociraptor. Is that your name, Tricia? Is that your dog's name, Duke? And positively Polly, guess what? His dog's name is Buddy too.
Oh really?
Mark.
That's cool.
My friend from Delaware with the love hat.
That's
Does
cool.
the videos, yeah. He has a dog named Buddy. I think it's a pit bull. I think it's a pit bull.
Oh, I
But
never knew.
a loving pit bull.
They're great dogs if you train them right.
Yeah, he talks about it all the time.
Stop biting. I don't care.
All right, let me get all of this here.
If you want
Hey
to
everybody, hope everyone has a blessed day. ISO slot skills, I see you.
Careful.
I'm a little behind in the chat, guys. Let's try and catch up.
Careful. Come here.
Stacy said our dog's name is Tripper.
Oh, that's
Like
cute.
Jack Tripper,
I
right?
almost named him Cooper.
All right, buddy, do not bite my card.
Don't
Whoa,
bite.
I do have some of my cards out here. I was hoping Knife Man King, if anybody sees him in the chat, say something about Knife Man King in the chat if you see him. Try to keep him under control so we don't lose cards.
Keep him under control. Get the hell out of here.
She's like, you can't keep him under control.
Keep him under control.
Hell no. Lucky-O!
Hey, Lucky.
Lucky-O going Trump.
Good job on the tournament, Lucky.
Yes,
Very
yes,
good
congratulations. For anybody that doesn't know or didn't watch it last Monday, Lucky-O was the winner of our tournament, $500. You better believe it. Very good. I won the first prize. I was out 91 seconds. Jeff Barron had it timed. 1 minute and 31 seconds. I lost my money. I told you so. I told you guys.
You did that.
2 weeks before the tournament. I knew that was going to go down. The only way that someone was going to beat me out of that
You had to be faster.
is I would have had to hit a bonus round, and they would have had to hit it faster and get nothing. I didn't get shit, so that's what happened.
One more time and I'm going to bite
And
you.
Jeff Barron is here, our managing moderator.
One
Hi,
more
saying
time.
hi, David. I'm sure you haven't paid attention to the prices of everything with this baboon that we have running our country.
Yes, I do see the prices of everything. Not a food though. Sam does the food shop.
If one president could get us $1.99 gas and $2 and $2.49 for eggs, why can't the next president? Why do we got to pay $4.50 for gas? Why do I got to pay $5.99 for eggs? I mean, it's ridiculous.
I don't know this.
Why do I got to pay $6 for a gallon of milk?
I don't
You know?
food shop. Sam does, so I don't know those prices.
$3.99.
But I sure know the price of gas.
$3.89, $3.99 for a gallon of milk with Trump. Now look what you're paying for. a
I know
gallon
I
of milk.
gotta pay $50.
$5.99.
$55.
I do the shopping. I know the prices.
$55 to fill my tank.
I already know because I am very into food shopping alone. I mean, I can't say anything about the lumber. I only know other people build shit. But I know about food prices because I've been shopping the whole time we've been around. And I'll tell you what, I know now for $300, I see I'm getting a third, 30-something% less food for the same amount of money. 30-something%.
Absolutely.
Where's that money going, guys?
To Ukraine. Why can't they fix buildings?
I know they're still trying to act
Look
like
at
they're...
Detroit. Look at Philly. Why give the... Oh, don't get me started. I can't get started. Don't get me started.
It's all right. We got Elena James
Hello, how are you?
saying, met buddy. Yes, me too, buddy. Buddy.
Well, he's going to get Gianna now.
Gianna went to the kitchen. Buddy loves Gianna, but Gianna still won't let him in the
Gianna won't let
bedroom.
him in her room.
Chris Mully. Chris Mully is here. He says, I give up. I'll try another dime. What are you giving up on, Chris? Did I miss a question? I might have. Mary Bruce, I see you, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
The chat's going, see, my chat's moving kind of fast. Jethro Hall the Third. He comes in a lot. We skill together. He comes in the 7-Day Convenience Store. He comes in the diner, Aquarius Diner. Jethro Hall saying hello. Sandy, Denise, and the SB7 Nation. Yeah.
Who?
Jethro Hall the third.
Hello, Jethro.
Doesn't that sound like a rock star?
Sounds like, yeah, it does. Yeah, it sounds like that. It sounds like Jethro. It does. Jethro Hall.
Eric Salinas.
That
Sammy,
was a rock
I
star.
need a huge favor.
Right, Jethro Tull.
I can't find any Kelly Green jerseys my size online. If I cash app the money to you, can you grab one for me? I'll pay for the shipping, the tax. All right, you're talking about it, the new Eagles Kelly Green, right? I did see them. Now this is the problem with these jerseys, guys. I can get them. They're built by Nike, and everything on Nike's coming out of Honduras and China. All right, and I seen them. They got a nice little patch on the side. You can get Jalen Hurts. You can get the center. What's his name? Kelsey. You got Kelsey. You got AJ Brown. You know the main guys. Your receiver AJ Brown.
Fan this year.
Hurts. Who are you looking for there, Eric? Eric Salinas. What player are you looking for?
I got Hurts in. I got Hurts. It's small though.
I'll have to get back to you on the price. It's probably going to be about $75, $80.
I have a
If
Jalen
you're
Hurts
talking
in
about
my room.
a Nike stitched jersey. Okay? The only problem is it's going to most likely be coming out of Honduras or China. I used to carry them in my store.
Buddy.
But I don't like the quality of Nike. Nike's not what it was 20-something years ago. It just ain't. I believe Nike's quality is crap.
Can I give him a favorite cream?
I don't wear Nike no more. You know, Under Armour, a little Adidas.
Oh, you should have did that in front of the camera.
You should have did that in the camera. Yeah, hold on a minute.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay, I'll bring it to you. Go back over there. Whipped cream. That's going to get him sick, probably.
No, it won't. It's just
Yeah, right. Not too much. Everybody in the chat, tell Gianna, is that going to get him sick? That's a little bit of whipped cream. I like whipped cream too, you know. Can I have some, please? What are you doing?
Let me do it. Let me make my smoothie.
Oh God, that dog was gross.
Now I'm going to have to clean when the buddy gets the poopy squirts.
You.
Hey, Gianna, you want to show anybody? Do you want to show anybody anything on the mat right now while we're here?
Look, come here.
Oh, you're eating. Oh, she's eating. Yeah, you're eating. What are you eating? A ball of whipped cream? Let's see what Gianna's eating.
Come here. Look.
Hold on.
Bud, come here.
Oh, that's good. What is that?
It has bananas under it.
Come here, buddy.
Bananas, cantaloupe, watermelon, and honeydew with whipped cream. Oh, that actually looks good.
It is.
But you watch where you put it, or a buddy will eat it.
Buddy, look, come here. Come here, buddy.
See, that's what you got to watch, guys.
Buddy, come here.
You cannot walk away from your food because you will no longer have it.
Yeah, there you go. There's some cream. He's my garbage disposal.
He is. He's a garbage disposal. He is.
We don't give him much.
If I drop a piece of food or something on the ground, I'm like, come here, buddy.
We don't deliberately give him people food all the time. We try not to. But he will steal it right out of your hands. So it's
Anyway, Nightman King, you remember the video when I showed you guys this? Make sure you don't come around me. Stallone's from Last Blood called the Heart Stopper. Beautiful knife, man. With the skull crusher on the other side. Look at that.
Hey, Jay, can you grab me a Pepsi? Oh.
It's a beautiful knife.
He is fun. John Robinson, push it up higher, Jake. Because soon he's going to be able to reach
And
that.
it's heavy.
No. No.
You know, when I was younger, you remember Denise when we first met, maybe
Who's that?
25, 30 years ago, I used to love knives. I had a big
Oh my
collection.
goodness.
Swords,
You
knives,
get
pocket
a beautiful
knives.
one and an L one. Like
Yeah, I
mine.
used to have a big collection. I must have had
Al
about,
used to have a nice
how many do you think I
collection.
had when I used to have a whole
Oh,
drawer
man,
of
must be
maybe
like
for
50 of
100,
them.
50?
Maybe more.
I think more. I think it might have been
Maybe
between
that's where
60
Al
and
got
80
his.
knives.
Al
Nice ones.
has an obsession with knives too. I wonder if that's why.
He loved them knives. All right. I'm looking for you, Eric Salinas. Looks amazing. Yeah, but I can probably order you a jersey The issue with the jerseys are that the reason why I stopped carrying them in my store is the shipping is ridiculous.
Yeah, it does
Th-
take
th-
long.
They'll literally sit there and tell me now, from China anyway, 16 to 45 days shipping. That's crazy. And before, when I would order a couple dozens of jerseys, it was free shipping. Now it's $7.95
Holy crap.
per jersey. Now some sites I might be able to get in, and if I buy so many, I might be able to get a deal on the shipping. But everything is terrible with the shipping, guys. Our import and exporting right now is crap.
I wish you'd sell the store for real.
I know. It's another thing. We are considering. There is a person that's interested, and there is a person interested in buying the store, and it's a possibility I might be thinking about cashing out on that store.
Go to South.
Well,
No, we can't do that yet.
Jeff Brantner, good evening, my friend, and Sherry C. How did you two meet?
Oh my gosh. Alright, this
This is for Sherry. Sherry asking, how did we meet? Denise will
This
answer.
is, my son was 3. I was 3, so it was 1993.
And I was there.
And this is retarded. Alright, we lived in the same apartment building. I didn't know that at first. I just seen this really cute UPS guy, and I used to sit outside and wait for the UPS man, and it was him. He was driving with the driver, and I would walk to go get coffee just to pass him, and then I noticed he lived right across the street from me. So every time he was outside, I'd go walk and get coffee. And him and his friend Mark were outside, and one day, I don't know, Sam liked my ass.
I was an ass guy. Buddy!
And that was 30 years
Buddy
ago.
deleted Kels!
Oh no,
No,
Kelsey,
we
I'm
can't.
so sorry. Don't scream.
Alright, calm down.
Oh!
He did not break
Stop.
me out.
Stop!
Alright, buddy, calm down.
Ow!
That's only the charger. That's not-
Ow!
No, he even bit the charger before.
Buddy,
Alright, buddy, calm down.
bite his ear.
What do we say? Leave it,
Bite his ear. Grab him and bite his ear.
right? The dog acts up, bite his ear.
I bite him in the mouth, but I'm just.
But that is how we met. I was doing UPS. I worked UPS for years back in the late 80s and early 90s.
Get in the cage, buddy.
And it just so happens that
Yeah,
we lived
come in.
right across from each other. I was living with somebody at the time, but that didn't last. So, and we met. We started dating, and here we are, 30-something years later.
Yeah. We did break up for 3 years, but.
Oh yeah, we've had our past, guys. We had our problems, guys. We
We talked about that on our first live
We
stream.
fought wars in our 20s and early 30s. We fought wars. Really, literally fought wars. One of the wars literally took us apart from each other for 3 years.
That was a career.
But I do believe that God does bring things together. And somehow she called me at the store one day.
Yeah, the
And it
blue.
was 3 years later, and my mom answered, I think, and she didn't know any difference. She gave me the phone.
I said I was Rachel.
And yeah, she said it because I think I was dating a Rachel or somebody. I don't even remember.
No, you
or
were dating
I was
anybody.
telling my mom because my mom didn't like you at the time.
She never liked me.
She said at the end.
No, I
At
mean,
the
in the
end, yeah,
beginning.
it's been the beginning. Yeah, my mom didn't like anybody I went with. My mom never liked any of my girlfriends. You know when my mom liked a girlfriend of mine when we broke up. Whenever I get another girlfriend, she's like, there you go. The other one was better. That's the only time she liked the girl, when we were no longer together. But what are you going to do? God rest her soul.
Yes.
All right, we have
For all the bad we ever did, though, she never turned her back.
That's one thing about my mom. I'll say she was loyal and she was always there for us.
She never
You
turned
know,
her back, and we were.
Whenever we made bad choices and bad decisions in our early 20s and all that, decided to get mixed up in crack bullshit, fucked up shit. She was there, to help and pick us up.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people weren't.
Yeah.
So, I can't take that away from her. All right, let me go ahead there. We got Eric Salinas. I finally got the message I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and pin that one.
No,
Eric
you were
Salinas
biting.
says, Eagles Pro Shop, they have a Jordan Malita 2X. Ooh, that's the guy you want? What position is he
Who
playing?
is it?
Jordan, M-A-I-L, male, Malata. Jordan Malata. I don't even know who that is. You know what? Ever since the NFL went woke, I haven't been really dug in.
And I left my Steelers.
She got her Steelers tattoo covered up.
gone.
Because the Steelers, their organization themselves, were really getting corrupt.
Only one, and they dogged him.
Putting bracelets on players that chose against the vax. And chose not to get the vaccine.
No, they had
Put bracelets on them. And
They only had one guy come out and stand for the flag, and that's because he was a soldier.
yeah, and they were starting to tell, they were telling the players, this is back in 21, right?
Yeah.
Telling the players, you can't even come out in the field.
Yeah.
You stay in the locker room.
Yeah.
You don't take the jab. You stay in the locker room. No, you can't even come out with the players. You got a team investing millions in the players, and now they're going to treat them like that? What happened to our liberties? What happened to our freedoms? That's part of it. That's where it starts.
This is the shit that pisses me off when everybody says, my body, my choice. Is it really? Because these kids who want to abort now, that's their body, their choice. But it wasn't our choice when nobody wanted to jab. What was up with that? I'm not jabbed.
Wasn't a choice what they
We're
wanted
not
for.
jabbed. Nobody in this house is jabbed because we knew it was experimental.
They would have had to kill me first.
Absolutely. And we
I had
see.
COVID. Probably
my
4
mom-
times. I
and-
think I had it the first time I felt it, it was bad. But I got through it. This is sickness.
Me
you
and
know?
Gianna, when we fought them,
The
that
other
shit
2 or
was
3
changed.
times, man, it was nothing. I didn't need that.
You had it
I didn't
bad.
need a jab.
You had it
The
bad.
first time I had it bad,
His
yes.
mom died from it, and his
It
grandmother.
got my mom because my mom had bad diabetes and she had high blood pressure, and that's
Grandma
that's
was
what it was
88.
designed for. COVID was designed to take out the weak, take out the weakest links in this world. It ain't about an American thing. COVID really was a global thing. It was supposed to be a global annihilation, population control, and it was a bonus to knock Trump out of office on top of it.
Yeah. Because Fauci was behind it all.
But that's okay, guys, because in 2024, help
Trump's
is on
going
the
to come
way.
back.
You better believe it. I believe it.
I believe it.
I believe we needed to see the truth.
Yeah.
I didn't need to see it.
I already knew the
But
truth.
a lot of people in our
Everybody
world, in our
thought
country,
Biden was a good guy.
yeah, a lot
The
of
guy
people.
was in politics for 47 years, did nothing. How could you think he was a
There
good
were
guy?
there were a lot of people that thought Biden was a good politician.
He's a crook.
But in 50 years, he has nothing to stand on.
Remember he
Everybody
said,
I talk to
if
can't
you
show me
get
anything
caught
good.
with this much crack, a quarter, as his son's a crackhead, you're going to go to jail for 25 years. Well, his son's still walking in the White House, piece of shit with coke.
Well, they just found cocaine in the White House.
This
Just like-
piece of shit still walking around.
They're trying to take down Kamala for cocaine in the White House to save Hunter.
And
I don't
Trump's
get
kids, they are all successful, never did drugs.
Well,
And they've been investigated how many times? Get the hell out of here. They're trying to hide their crimes and put them on the Trump family. This is all Biden and Obama and Hillary Clinton. This is all of them.
I can't believe that Hunter is so compromised that the establishment is willing, the deep state, all of them.
To protect them.
They're willing to take down our vice president, Kamala Harris, who's worthless anyway. That's why we don't know, we never hear of her. You know
Yeah,
why?
she can get impeached for dereliction of
Yeah,
duty.
but you know what? I don't believe she's not quite the puppet that he is.
No, she's
and that's
not.
why he's still there. Because if she would roll over and be the puppet he is, he would have been gone already. They would have already buried him because they got more than enough to bury him. The press and the parties, both parties, they have enough to bury that president. They want him there for a reason, and that's for the ink in his pen. That's it. It's the only one
Don't
thing.
you ever hear them they say, sign right there. Because he's not there.
Pay it.
Don't you people pay attention?
Don't they go on YouTube and look at the bill signings when he
And
signs?
sometimes
And they got
I
some-
think it's his brother with the left hand.
Why does our president have to be told, sign right here?
And why does he sign one left-handed and right-handed? Because his brother
My
looks like
daughter can sign them bills.
him. My daughter can probably run the country better than Biden.
All right, back to that. Happy anniversary, Sherry says, with champagne to Mary. What's your stance on abortion? Stacy's asking.
Oh.
I believe. Listen.
No.
I
even
believe in.
think we
I
do.
believe in godly principles. Okay, and I do
God
understand.
says in His Word, "I known you from the womb." He put you in that womb. That is God's child. You
It's
are
tough.
supposed to be born. I'm sorry if it comes from rape. I'm sorry if it comes from incest. But that baby didn't do it. That baby should be able to be living. That baby could change the world. If Gianna got pregnant, God forbid, and she didn't want it,
We would
She
have
would
to make
still have
her
to
have
keep
the
it
baby and then
and
give
give
the
it
baby
away.
up for something,
But
or
she's
we
not
would take
gonna
care of
kill
it,
it.
whatever.
she's not going to
yeah.
kill it.
And it's tough. And I don't want to say a name, but I did have a conversation with somebody who was a rape victim. All right, she was a rape victim multiple times, and she did not. She don't want to hear it. She believes in, if I was pregnant from a rape, I should be able to kill that kid. And I get that. I mean, that's rough. It is real. You have to do a lot of soul searching, a lot of praying,
This was putting
and you
some
would
my face.
you would really need God in your life strong to make those right decisions. All right, I understand. I actually understand when a person says they were raped and they want to get an abortion. I get that.
I do too. I get it
I
too.
get it because you know what I mean. You were already traumatized,
And
now
for
you
9
gotta-
more
and then you
months,
got- and
you're
then you
gonna
got to
be
raise a baby
traumatized.
out of rape. I get it.
You don't have to raise
But
the baby. Somebody will take
What
that
are we
baby.
supposed to put first, guys?
God.
Oh, not our family, and not our country, and
God.
not even our baby. What do we put first? God. God's supposed to come first.
God,
Now, do we do that all the
family,
time?
country.
No, we always fall short. I fall short every single day, but we have to get back up on the horse and keep on trying. God knows where our true heart is.
My life, when I am miserable, sad, and depressed, is when I'm not in the Bible every morning. And Sam can attest to that because I'm a miserable little bitch when I'm not into the Bible. And I'm like it. If I'm not up at 6:30 in the Bible, my day is horrible, and it's been ruined. And I'm sorry, since I got this dog, I've been a little off because he takes a lot of my attention.
Yeah,
and he's fighting me right now.
He's a piece of work, man. Gianna wants to show a gymnastics move. Hold on, then we'll get back to the chat.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Yes, Stacy's right. Stacy said there's so many people out there that desperately want children. You're right.
Absolutely, yes, Stacy. Me.
There
I
are-
was one of them for 15 years.
18 years we wanted to have a kid after Albert, right? And we were trying so hard. And you started hating God.
I was not. I didn't hate God. I was
Started
mad as
blaming
hell.
God, and well, same thing.
I was mad. I'm allowed to
And
be
it's all-
mad at God.
Yes, absolutely. Don't think you're allowed to be mad at
But
God.
I was on drugs. God knew what was best
What
for
does
me.
God say in the Bible? When you come to Him, He wants you to come to Him with prayer, come to Him with any kind of anger, anything. Come to me bold. Don't come to Him half-assed or weakling. He wants you to come to Him bold.
He wants you to be honest. He wants
Bold
you.
and honest. The same way we're talking.
He wants you
wants that
broken so He
relationship.
can fix you, just like the
No, He
potter.
doesn't want us broken.
Yes, He does.
We are broken. We're
You're
all
always gonna
we're
be
all
broken.
broken. But He does want
But
to
He wants to.
fix us
Remember the
and
potter?
sculpt us.
That is the best story I think in the world I've ever heard. Hold on, G, before you go to this. This is the best story in the whole world, and you need to hear it.
Here we go.
Remember
Denise,
the
tell a
potter?
story.
All right.
Go ahead. What are you doing? Go ahead.
The potter's house. I'm not sure if it's a book or
Don't
whatever.
let anybody
but I
out.
read- This is God wants you molded, and some guys somebody wants to be a vase, but you can't be a vase. Say you're a cup, big deal. You're gonna be, then you break. But God can always mold you better and better and better until you become that vase. I forget where that story is, but look it up. It's called the Potter's House. Remember
Yeah,
it?
you're right. It was a long time ago. She's talking about something we learned like 25 years ago.
Yeah, look it up.
Maybe
It's
from
called
Ralph. What was
Ralph
the
and
Chevrolates?
Chevrolet.
Yeah, when we had the Bible studies.
It was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard, and it's true. Sometimes you're jealous of other people, but don't be, because God makes you.
I feel you though,
perfect.
Chris. Chris, I feel you. Chris Mully saying He hasn't fixed me. I don't believe. Sorry that I offended anybody. No, that's Chris.
you
You don't
in the-
offend anybody,
are you
Chris.
in the Bible?
That's all right.
It's okay.
There's a lot of people like that, Chris. I get it, man.
It's hard.
You know,
But
listen.
you have to fix
I talk to people every weekend that says the same thing to me. Every weekend, I talk to more than a few that say, you know what? God's never done nothing for me. You know, they do. I see it all the time.
And
Okay.
when you have an attitude like that, that's why.
All I could say is this, okay? I do believe in prayer. I know there's a God. I don't have to say I believe in God. I know there's a God, okay? Because God has come literally down and touched my heart.
God took withdrawal out of my body.
What happens
I
is
know.
the more you open your heart, the more you open your heart, you open your mind and you open your heart and let him in.
Did you ever
You
say
know,
the
if you-
salvation prayer?
If you build the salvation prayer is a perfect
Listen
start.
to me when I tell you it is
Do
real.
you know it from word to word?
I know from word to word, and my daughter has said it.
You wanna
But
say it?
when
Say it
I
now.
said
Say it
it,
now.
when I said it, I was going through heroin withdrawal, and I've been through that plenty of times, so I know how bad it is. So
RBS.
I was going through. I knew I was about to go through it, and Joy, God bless her soul, and her husband, Bill, God, he's dead. God rest his soul. I love him. Joy's still alive, and we talk every day. And they saved my life, really. Their mom was in my hospital room, and I looked like death. And she had Alzheimer's, so she didn't even know her daughter. But she kept stealing my chocolate, and I was getting really mad. And Bill and Joy wanted her mom out of my room. So I look like that. Seriously, I'm little, so I was like 80 pounds, cracked out, heroined out. You know how it is. And Joy says, "Do you know who Jesus Christ is?" And I said, "Yeah, I know who God is. My family's Catholic, but I've never been in church and all that." She's like, "No, do you know Jesus?" And I was like, "No, not really." I'm gonna start. Oh God, no way.
I know.
And so anyway, Joy and Bill said, "Do you need anything?" First store, I said, "Well, yeah, a pack of Newports would be great." And Bill did. He brought me in 2 packs of Newport. Well, anyway, Joy says, "Why don't you say this prayer with me?" And I'm like, "Shit, what the hell? Can't hurt, right?" So, if you just want me to say it, I'll be
Yeah,
happy
because
to
you know
say
why?
it.
Because Chris Mully, I feel you, brother. He said, "Nigga, my mind is open, my heart is closed." And you know what?
You know what?
I was there, man. I was the same way. Actually, I think my heart and mind were both closed.
Stop.
I was closed. I was in my teens and my 20s, maybe even my early 30s. I believe I was totally shut off. I knew until and I'll tell you when you know you really got God, when you start getting the convictions.
I'm convicted every day when I'm not in the Bible, so that's why sometimes I'll do
Who's
it
going to
late.
say the salvation prayer? Because I don't even know it by heart, the whole prayer.
But when I said it,
Go ahead.
and I'm not
You
even,
know it? You need to
what's
look
his
it up.
name? Dave Mully?
Dave Mully.
Mully. Dave.
Chris Mully. I'm sorry, Chris Mully.
Chris, I'm not lying. Now, I told this story to Sam a long time ago. He never believed me. But I'm absolutely telling you the truth. And my daughter, this happened to her the other night. But I'm telling you the God's honest truth. When Joy said this, just follow me with this prayer, the heroin, I felt Jesus take that heroin withdrawal out of my body, and I didn't have it. In one night. The only thing that kept me doing is I couldn't sleep. And I read that whole book of Psalms in 3 days, and that's 150 pages. So I would start there after you say the prayer, and then maybe God will open your eyes, because the Psalms, no matter if you look at it as a drug addict, as just depression, it'll help
As they say,
you.
open the mind and the body will follow.
And the Psalms is written by David, who is like us. He was just a nobody, but he became God's favorite. He was, and he did so many bad things, but he was God's favorite because no matter what, he always prayed to God. God knew his heart, so he was a man after God's own heart. That's who David was. So here, I'll say the prayer, and if you say it after me, say everything I
Oh
say.
yeah, even if you're saved, even if you believe in
Even
God
if you're
and you're
saved.
all that, it doesn't hurt. Go ahead, Denise, all you.
I don't even know if I could do this again, but just
Make it loud, Mom.
all right. Father God, I know I am a sinner, and I ask to please help me to be a better person. Wait a second. Oh God, I think I forget it. Lord, help me believe that
Lord.
Jesus is my Lord and Savior.
Pull it up on the pen. If you want the word for word, you might have to pull it up word. If you want the word for word, pull it up on the pen. That's why I already said I didn't know exactly word for word.
I do know it by heart.
I probably.
I do.
It's been a long man. I
Jesus is salvation prayer. I know it by heart. I can't remember it.
A camera shot, dude.
Good. Oh, here. All right. I know it. I
it.
got it. All right. I'll do it exactly because I don't want to mess it up.
We're going to do the word for word. This is the salvation prayer now. Anybody wants to say it, this is where you start. Oh, you start with your heart. Open up your heart.
Yeah, open up your heart. Buddy, back up.
Dinger Smith. Ding Smith, I see you. Hey, Sammy and family from Hayes, Virginia. Michelle Taylor in the house, I see you. Easy's getting it, she'll be with you in a minute. Trisha Woolley. Gary B. Gary Blazek, what's going on? Sammy, did you see my questions a few minutes ago? Probably not.
Not again, I do this.
Yes, I see here. I got a couple. Billy Skins, J-Bone in the house. What's up, Billy Skins? Sammy and Denise, I have a question.
Go ahead.
I've experimented with drugs in the past. Who hasn't?
That tore us apart.
In the past. And do ketamine now for neurological issues. Think it'll affect my ability to give my wife a kid? That is a really good question. Wow.
Wow.
Ketamine. That is the sedation for the pets, right?
Yeah.
Ketamine is the sedation for the pets. So it acts like a painkiller, right, Gary? Wow. You know, I'm not qualified to answer that.
I don't know.
Do you have a primary doctor?
We did drugs for look at how
I mean,
long
be
it took
honest.
us.
I mean, you know what? I used to be the type that wanted to keep things from my doctor. I found out that my last doctor I had, you know, I had a good doctor. He retired, unfortunately, now, but I was very honest with him with everything, and man, it paid off because
he was honest with you. That's why we never
got. He was honest
jabbed.
with me. I was honest with him, and man, I'll tell you what, I learned a lot from that guy.
That's why we never got jabbed.
Gary, I would ask your primary care physician, or even look it up online. Hey, they do say Google answers everything. You know?
Sure.
Might not answer our prayers, but only God's going to answer our prayers.
Yeah, man, you know how long it takes to put up Jesus in my iPhone before it comes up with the thing?
I would look into that, Gary. Maybe, you know what? When we close the stream down, I'm going to check on that. That is a really good question, because there are drug use that can affect your sperm count. It can.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look, it took us 18 years. Some of those years we were messed up. Now then we got clean.
I think
we
that
got
could have
clean,
been
and that was
God.
it. We didn't look back. You
God,
know?
I think God didn't give me
Yeah.
her because I already fucked up one kid's life. Why would I do it again?
I know, that's true. We can't even, I don't even blame the drugs for that. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. And I don't know much about ketamine except for it being an animal sedative. I didn't even know people took it. I mean, I did see movies and clippings of people getting the ketamine shots and doing that. You know what I mean? I think it acts like a Percocet to a person, right? Mm-hmm. Something like that. You know probably a lot more about it, Gary, than me, but that is an excellent question. And there might be a chance that it may affect you having kids. But I would definitely either look it up online or ask your doctor. You know? And if you don't have a doctor you could trust to talk about that, then I would switch doctors. You know, because the main thing you want, if you do care about, if you do want a doctor in your life, at least get a doctor that you can talk to and be honest with. And right now, I don't even have a doctor. I don't even have a doctor. I am retired. I mean, I have one on my card, but no one that I know it's a girl, right? See,
You have the guy.
Yeah, someone that I haven't been to. So, you know, when I was doing my crappy 7-Eleven videos, that was the good doctor retired. That's why I don't go to Fulcroft no more. But that was an excellent. So Stacy's saying, I had to have C-sections with my kids, and each time I made the decision that if it came down to either me or the baby, save my child, because God blessed us with the child that I've already had had a chance at. Wow.
Gianna's my miracle baby too.
That's deep, Stacy.
It is. And here.
That's deep. You know, that's very
I
selfless.
did have it right. I just didn't.
That's very
get it out
selfless, and that's good. That's a good mom.
Yes.
That's a good mom.
That is absolutely.
To be on the table and already know ahead of time and say, you know what, save my baby. Whether you have one or you got 10 kids, save my baby. God has blessed me. Give the baby the life. I respect that.
I respect it too.
Big time. All right, we're going to do that salvation prayer. Go ahead, Denise. Word for word.
All right. Dear God, I know I am a sinner, and I want to turn from my sins, and I ask for your forgiveness. I believe that Jesus Christ is your Son. I believe he died for my sins, and that you raised him to life. I want him to come into my heart and take control of my life. I want to trust Jesus as my Savior and follow him as my Lord from this day forward. In Jesus' name. That's all it is.
That's it. It's what it is.
I'm sorry. That's exactly what I was trying to spit out, but for some reason,
What it is
easier to read.
it's coming to the realization in your life that whether you've got control of your life or you don't,
You can't-
it really doesn't matter.
You can't
What
do
you
it
want to
without
do is
God.
you want to understand that we have a creator, okay?
And
We
this
came
world's
from
only
somewhere.
temporary. We're going
This is
to
a
die one
this
day.
is a temporary short stay, this life. There is something after. There's
Our
two
bodies
things.
are God's. This body's not mine.
We could burn in a lake of fire.
And I'm sorry that I
Or we could
ruined.
go to heaven.
I'm sorry that I ruined this body for all them years I did drugs, all the years I did
But
wrong.
that's okay.
But
Because
I'm saved and I will be in heaven. And when I am judged, I might not. I'll hear. All I want to hear is I have been a good and faithful servant from Jesus. I don't have to be the best, but I just want to be a man, like a woman, like God, like David was. Like he knew my heart was truly for God.
and
I'm
she
not-
is.
and I'm a
She's
fall-
into the Bible a lot.
I
Way
fall
more than
so many times, and when I don't do it, I feel convicted every time I don't. And I'm happier in the Bible, and my life is happier in the Bible. And you should try it.
You got nothing to
There's
lose.
nothing to lose.
I mean, you
And
got
it-
nothing to lose. I mean,
and if you're hurting,
most chances, I would say 99%, your life is going to go in a better direction. If you try to give your will and your love over to God, you know, and you know right from wrong. You know, we all know right from wrong. We're all adults, you know, and that salvation prayer, all that's trying to say is, it doesn't make a difference what we've done in the past. We've all done bad things.
We're
We all got
forgiven.
secrets.
You're-
None of us are perfect. Are you kidding me?
God, Jesus died. Even if you were the only guy on this earth and you did all this wrong, Jesus still would have died for you. He did that for everybody. So if you were the only person, he
Saved
still
or
would have died.
unsaved, they'll make a difference. You know, and like Denise said, she damaged her body. But once you say that prayer and you mean it, and God knows the difference. And when your heart is true and you take Jesus into your heart, all right, and actually recognize him as your Lord and Savior, okay, and you make that conscious decision in your life
You'll feel
that
it.
you want to now walk and try to walk and live a godly life.
And I do that.
Of course, we're not going to be able to be successful.
I try to do that.
We try.
I try hard
And
to do
that's
that.
all God wants us to do is try and pass it on.
And that's
Teach
why.
the gospel.
And that's why I believe
What we're doing right now.
when I said that prayer and he took that heroin away, I feel it now more than ever. Why he did that. But then when I don't read the Bible, that's why I get convicted now. And I can feel the difference. You can feel the difference when God and you are in love. God, that's all God wants to do is love you and for you to love him. But you have to love him before you love your wife, before you love your kids. That's hard.
Yep, so he said we all sin.
Romans 4:18
We all
now.
sin.
That we all fall short.
See,
We all 4:13.
this
We
is-
all fall short of the glory of God. We all do it. We all fall short of the
And I
glory of God.
believe no matter how much busted and disgusted you've done things in the past, or even in the future, even now, in the current or in the
You
future.
need to ask God for forgiveness.
Once you have already asked for forgiveness, repented, and have taken Jesus as your Lord and Savior, once you are wearing the blood of Christ, that's all God sees in the end, and I believe that. I believe once you wipe away all the scabs and all the scars and all the busted up of our flesh that we've done in sin. That's sin. We live it every day, guys. Every day we all sin in some way, shape, or form. We do.
But all God sees
But
is
the blood of
Jesus'
Christ,
blood on us.
the blood of Christ on us is all that God will recognize in the end.
And
Those sins will be washed
that's why
away.
Jesus came down, because God couldn't be near any of us because we
And it's
sinned
all right.
so
And
bad.
it's all right for when people don't believe that, because you know what? For the last 3,000 years, people have been battling back and forth whether to believe this or to believe that or to believe this.
Why do you think in the Bible
But
God
what do you got
says
to lose?
God says He don't like two men together? That's in the Bible, and we've seen that in Sodom and Gomorrah. Now you see that now. If
we're living
if
apart
we're not
with all
living in
these
a
genders. It's all
so
about
don't think
genders.
this isn't. We're not. I don't think we've been. I think people have been here before.
What are they trying to say? There's 37 genders now?
Come on now, we
They're
know.
trying to say there's like 30-something genders.
How many dogs do you know are not female?
There's a
or
male and a female.
That's all there
You're
ever
a boy
is.
or a girl. I mean, that's
Oh.
all you really are. I mean, I don't know what all this other stuff they're doing with all these other genders.
And there's been gay people back in the Bible,
Now,
but you're not
what was the new
supposed to
gender
go
they said
into
you could be a
that.
fork or a spoon?
You can be whatever you want to be.
Someone actually put it down now that they could be a spoon.
Eh.
A spoon, I think it was, as a gender. I mean, how sick, how crazy is people getting?
God already look. Back in the Bible, there was this. There was gay people. There were. But God says that's the most horrible sin is two men together, two women together.
I like this with you.
You know, because you can't have. God wants us to populate the earth. Can't do that. And now they're having people that are having babies for the people for money. That's disgusting. I mean, if you get pregnant, if it's an abortion or not an abortion, I mean, giving it up for an adoption, that's fine. You're giving it to someone loving. They pay you like that, but to just do it, just to give baby a constant, that's sick. And God didn't want that. God wanted people to be married, to have families, to have principles. That's what we believe in. We might not always show it, we might not always live it, but that's what was meant, and that's what I try to do with my life.
Lucky.
Now, because back in the day, that girl's gone though. All God sees is this girl. And I try hard every day. And shoot, I'm not always perfect at all by far.
Still Lucky Dave says, God is first, family is second.
And God and country is
I
third.
think it does. They've been saying that for hundreds and hundreds of years, guys. God, family, country.
Period.
And when I was younger, I always used to battle with that. I used to say to myself, why is God first? Because I didn't have a relationship with God.
He used to.
I went to Catholic
that.
school.
You
I
did
went to
that.
Catholic school.
It took him a long time to do that.
I mean, I went to Catholic school, baptized at birth, I don't even remember. And then I went ahead and had my first confession and my first Holy Communion, you know, and the confirmation, all that crap that you go through in Catholic school, you know what I mean? So I believed in God, but it was weird because in Catholic school, it's like you had to go to a priest and confess your sins.
You go right to Jesus himself.
You can go right to the source. Why would you need to go to another man? Look what's going on in our priests.
Yep.
Look what's been going, not just now. You can go back 30, 40 years.
Even
Look how corrupt the priesthood is. You know, having sex with boys and all that. I mean, it's nasty. It's nasty. Human beings can be nasty SOBs. You know
We are trafficking kids. This country, Joe Biden is trafficking kids. We are the third largest country trafficking kids.
Terrible.
What the hell is going on?
It is so bad now. Trafficking is so bad now that it's ever been.
Do you think God's
so
going to... Why is God letting... Everybody says, why is God doing this? Because we've given up on him. Our country has given up on God.
Not God doing it. Yep.
God's given up.
Yep.
He's not going to keep giving us when we're treating them like shit? Are you crazy? We need God back first.
Our churches, when COVID came down, that was a
We
test.
only have a couple good pastors out there.
COVID was a big test
I can't find a freaking church.
to this world's
That's
faith.
not woke. My friend and me went to the same damn church. Donna Mitchell, I'm pulling you out, girl. And I love her, and her son is the best preacher I know. If I ever hit the lottery, I would get a church, and he would be my pastor. James. James Mitchell, if he's out there watching. He's the best. But me, Donna Mitchell, we used to go to the same church. And this damn pastor says he has an agenda. Fuck that. Your agenda's for God, not you. These pastors, these priests, they want money for what? You're living poor. These people are getting rich off your money. Wake up. Now there's only a few good pastors out there. Fred Locke fighting for it. Man, they're trying to tear him apart. But he's fighting.
Yeah.
We got a few.
And he stayed open during COVID. See, that's a big thing. I was saying COVID was a test. COVID hit the planet, and 90% of the churches across the globe shut down.
They're trying to destroy
Churches.
this man.
So why would
And
you?
they tore his church park. Guess what?
I mean,
he's got $1 million tent now.
if God comes first, why do you shut your churches down?
Yeah, man.
Right? God's supposed to come first, but you shut your churches down. And let me tell you something. There's a price being paid.
Where's all the Bible
that.
studies at? Where are they all?
Bible
They're not
studies
around.
are gone. I mean, we're still having problems.
I can't find a good in church. I can't. They're woke. It's sick.
Gary B
Me and
says,
Gianna try different churches all the time.
I
It's
have a
terrible.
priest try to take advantage. Gary
Oh
B
my
says,
God,
I had a
no.
priest try to take advantage of me when I was a kid. My therapist helped me figure out.
Gary, I'm
So
sorry.
unfortunately, I went away from God. That's all right. Was he Catholic, Gary?
Gary, you don't have to go to nobody to talk to God. He's here. He's
right here,
there.
baby. Yep, he's right here. He
And I'm
already
sorry
knows
that
your heart.
happened to you. I'm sorry because I've been molested too. So I know it's terrible.
Yeah.
It is
Sorry to hear
terrible.
about that, Gary. I mean, that's what I was talking about with the priest, you know.
Back in the day, man, like you didn't understand when it's like someone tried to touch you. I
And
remember.
it doesn't just mean Catholic priests.
No,
You know,
I was.
there's a lot of priests. There's a lot of
I
priests
don't know if
and
you even
fathers.
know. I don't
and
even know if you
what do
know
they
this
call
song.
them? What are the other religions for the priests? I mean, there's corruption and there's
The
sin
only Catholics
in
have
everything.
priests. They have deacons. And
There's sin in every
all that.
religion. There's sin in every aisle of politics. There's sin all over. That's why we do need God.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise,
you can't get through nothing without God.
I mean, otherwise we're just going to live in our sin, and then once we do die, what do you think's going to happen?
You're going to be judged, and
Something has to cleanse our sins, guys. Something has to take away the bad that we do.
Yep.
Something.
Something.
We can't do it. Jesus already did it for us. That debt is paid in full, 100%. All we got to do is cash the check. All we got to do is cash the check. Do you know how to cash a check? Read that prayer that Denice just said. That's how you cash the check for
And it's
salvation.
such a simple, easy prayer.
That's it.
All you're doing is saying, Jesus, I know, God, I know I'm a sinner. I know Jesus died for me, and make him my Lord. That's all. That's the simplest thing in the world, and it will change your life.
Donald Revere. Hello, Donald. Donald saying hello. Nice to meet you, Donald. I remember
Nice to
seeing
meet
you in there.
Donald. I don't remember Donald.
And
Donald.
Jerry Costello.
Hello, Jerry. We can find a-
Is she drinking wine again?
No,
not
I am
tonight.
not drinking wine
We did
again.
take one edible. We did do one edible each. I don't even feel it.
I don't feel it
I
either.
don't even feel it. We did 100 milligram edible, but I don't even feel it. You know, because we're talking about God. And you know what? When you are talking about God, you know, I believe all the junk in your body goes away. When you are truly talking about God and you are in prayer or you are in the Bible, like Denice goes in the Bible very deep. She booked the prayers. She read one prayer in the beginning. She wrote that. She has a lot more. She writes. I remember years ago when I met her, she used to write amazing poems. Amazing poems. You know? That's why I wanted her to, like, you know, when I wanted to do current events and news and a podcast, I wanted her to do my writing, you know, put her to work. and do my writing and set everything up because I know she can do it. All right, so
Probably the nicest thing you ever said.
well, it's true. I've known that for 20 years. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
God loves giving tests. He always testing your faith. And
God does, yes.
Yeah.
God does not deliberately ever try to hurt you.
Yeah, he'll never try to deliberately hurt us.
He doesn't
But
give
you're
you
right.
anything you can't handle, period.
We get every day, maybe even every hour. We're always being tested. You know, whether it's the devil does a lot of testing too. Believe me.
Now it's easier to go with
You
the
know,
devil.
I would say
It's harder
yes.
to stay with God.
God
and the
gives
closer
us
you
the
get
test.
to God, the devil will come searching.
God gives us the tests where the devil gives us the temptations. Okay? He gives us those evil
Really, in
temptations
the Bible,
and the
guys,
evil
really,
thoughts.
he really doesn't. He won't test you like that.
I mean, look how strong the devil tried to turn Jesus before he got captured and crucified.
He was going to
The
kill
devil
that-
tried so hard to tempt Christ to turn away from the
for
Father.
44 days.
That's why Jesus in sweat and tears, all them days and all them hours, sweat and tears, fighting off the devil's temptations, you know, and that was Jesus. Can you imagine? And we're just brother and sisters, regular people in the flesh.
No color, my God.
That's right, no color. I never saw color in my life.
Oh my
You
gosh.
know, I never did. I never saw color in my life. All I ever saw was personalities.
Absolutely.
What a person's principles are and personalities. That's all I ever really saw. I mean, my best friends since I was freaking 5 were always black, to be honest with you.
Gianna's too.
You know, I mean, when I was young, when I was a baby, and my dad got divorced when I was 2, and my grandfather on my dad's side died when I was 2, we were kicked in the street.
Yeah, you're poor.
Me and my mom didn't have shit.
Me
We
either.
didn't even have a roof over our head. We had a car and the clothes on our back, and that was it. And my mom was working some waitress and a hostess at a restaurant. And I don't know what she was doing, but she was the hostess there, and then became manager. And this guy must have gave her a nice loan because she got us an apartment. Everything worked out. And then my grandparents took us in for a while. And I was a baby, so I don't remember. But I remember when I got like 3 and 4 and 5.
I forgot
We
about
lived
that.
in a really shitty ass apartment in Yeadon, Pennsylvania. We got broken into twice.
I don't know how many times my mom got us with it.
You know, so believe me, I've had big struggles in life as a young kid.
Me too.
And then as an adolescent in my 20s and 30s, fighting the demons of myself, drug addiction, battling all different kinds of wars. We fought wars together. And, you know, the best thing we ever did was realize that
It's not about us.
what we are doing is never going to work. We're never going to successfully try to beat a drug addiction or do this or try to steal or do something to get over on somebody for money or whatever. It's never going to work successfully. And that's when we said we have to change our ways. We have to just stop. Like they say, just say no. And I used to say it's not that easy. Well, with God, when God enters your life
It is that easy.
and you start walking a different path, it does start looking that easy. And we made a reservation because I was thinking to myself, damn man, we can't even get a day. How the hell are we going to get a year? So we made a reservation, and I remember back in, what was that, maybe early 2009, I said, you know what, we're not doing nothing. We're going to do the right thing for 1 month. 1 month, we're going to do the right thing. And then after that month, now this is how sick my brain is. Because I remember this and I'll never forget it. I remember saying, and after we do the right thing, and that's work, pay our bills, pay our rent, don't use our rent money for getting high or any other bullshit we wanted to do. You know what I mean? I think we were even going to Phillies games, remember?
Yeah.
They won, in 2008, they won the World Series. We got all gung-ho in the Phillies, you know? So, you
We
know,
went to so many
go
games.
cop a couple little bags or something, go to the Philly game and stuff like that. So we were doing all that, you know, living the life of Riley. Well, we decided for 1 month, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to pay our bills. We're going to stay away from put nothing in our body. And if we can stay, if we
I
can do that
couldn't
for
put that
1
shit
month,
in my body, man.
yeah, if we could do that for 1 month, then we'll go ahead and we'll celebrate.
Believe it or not, I was already saved before this was when when he fell.
2009, early 2009.
I fell. I was clean for a long time. I fell then.
But do you see the reservations?
I couldn't do
And
that shit,
this is the
man.
reservation. This is talking about reservation with drugs.
This is when you talk
But,
to God.
but reservations can be with anything in life.
Remember you had that experience with God and you were never the same.
Well, no, yeah, but that was before. We made a reservation ourselves that we would celebrate after a month clean.
Yeah, it was
So in
funny.
other words, we get our lives together for a month just to tear it down. That was the thinking. But guess what? When that month was over and we were clean, something clicked in my head, and that's for the first time. That's when I looked and I said, and it's true. When I would look at her, and when we would start
I would
to use,
throw up doing that
I would see
shit,
her
man.
getting sick,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what? We can't do this no more. You know, God does start to open your eyes to things that you normally would never see, and that reservation of 1 month went from month to month to month to year to year to year to decade to decade. Still, we hold that reservation
I got back into the Bible.
All right, yes.
I got back into the Bible.
strong. But see that, you know, and sometimes you're out, in and out, the Bible, in and out, in and out. But you got to keep on trying. Anyway, let's get back to some people, man.
I'm sorry.
We're all bullshitting over here.
But you learned about Sam, didn't you?
Kyle. Kyle says, Sam, how did you get into the printing and clothing business? How did you get your start?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, it is, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle, for that. That's a good one.
Me and my mom, my whole life, I would say, you really want to get serious.
He's a hard-ass worker.
We could go back to the early 80s.
Yep.
My mom started out, she was working 3 jobs. She was working at Pier 111 restaurant as a hostess.
She was a hard worker, this woman,
She
man.
was working Blue Cross Blue Shield, and she was doing weekends, doing some side telephone call for a chimney sweep place.
And she would do the flea markets.
And I was young. I was real young. I was like 8 years, 9 years old, 10 years old. I was always
At the flea
playing baseball.
markets?
That was my life when I was a kid. Baseball. It's all I played. Baseball.
It
Baseball.
was good.
You know, the minors, the majors, junior Babe Ruth, senior Babe Ruth.
Gianna's
all of
starting
it.
this year. She's starting.
Yeah, we're gonna get her in softball.
She's in. She's in.
Good. I'm hoping
I paid. She's in. She's registered.
Well, we gotta get her.
She's
I
got
would
all
like
her
to be an
stuff.
assistant
She's ready.
coach or
She's
something.
ready to go too, man. She's excited. First time she's been
Let me finish
excited.
my question.
First
So,
time. Go ahead.
what happened with my mom is we did start doing flea markets, and I started seeing my mom buy, not flea markets selling our junk like toaster ovens and stuff. My mom would go to yard sales, take me with her. We would go to yard sales all over New Jersey, and we would buy things cheap, like crock pots, toaster ovens, irons, crutches, whatever. You know, people need crutches. You know, when you're in a hospital, do you know how much it costs for a set of crutches? Hundreds of dollars. So when you're at a flea market and you see a pair of crutches for $5, shoot, it's better than paying $4.50 at the hospital. So I'm just saying, example. I see my mom. She would buy all this stuff, fill up the car. Actually, we had a big station wagon back in the early '80s. Big station wagon. Fill it up, and every Saturday and Sunday we went to the Berlin Flea Market. And my mom would
I
real
think they
nice.
changed the name.
Yeah, it's the dragon, something now, Green Dragon or something.
Well, that was forever.
So she would put our tables out real nice, and she'd put her little tablecloths and put all the stuff out she bought and resell it for a profit. And then one day, I remember every weekend I used to see a Korean guy across from us at the flea market. We were selling our junk that we would buy from other people and resell it for a profit. And my mom, some days she made 100, some days she might make 200. Back in the early 80s, that was good money. You know, 200-hour day each day, Saturday and Sunday, 400 hours for the weekend. Hey, that's a lot of money back in 1981, 82, 83. Let me tell you. So I remember looking at the Korean guy, and that was back when they started bootlegging the Pepsi and the Coca-Cola shirts. And then you had when Beastie Boys first came out and Run DMC first came on the scene. Remember?
Oh, man, remember that song I used to love? I can't think of who it was.
Yeah, just
TLA, remember that? The TLA song?
So the Koreans started making the t-shirts and sweatshirts bootleg around the mid-'80s. And I remember saying to my mom, I was like, why can't we do that? I was like, why can't we sell that stuff instead of selling crock pots and toasters and irons and, you know, the crap that we were selling. You know, crazy shit. Household things. So she thought about it, and that's what she did is, on her way to Blue Cross, she passed by a men's clothing store called Chess King. Chess King. Men's clothing. Pants, dress shirts, ties, belts, jeans, socks, hats, you name it. And she started going to the owner, and they used to have a special table that was a clearance table. And most of the stuff was $1. Most of the stuff on this table was always like $1. You know, I don't think it was more than that. And then they would have, and then she got out of not relationship, but she got to know the owner because she started filling up her car with these dollar things. So the owner started bringing out and giving her first pick of all the stuff at the warehouse. And then he started giving her even a better selection of other things. Nice button-down dress shirts. We were getting everything for like $1 a piece. Filling the car up. And then we were selling clothing out in the flea market. And I remember we were selling them dress shirts. $8, 2 for $15. Paying $1 each. And I remember when that first weekend we opened up with all them clothes, and we did very well. A lot better than selling crock pots and toasters and ovens and you know, and irons and shit. All that stuff, man. I remember having a table, we had like 5 or 6 freaking toasters, and the other one had like 5 crock pots. Toaster ovens were big. It was a big 80s thing. Microwaves, big ass dookie microwaves and toaster ovens. So it just escalated from there. You know, and then once we got out of the flea market, we opened up our first store in Downingtown, PA, and it was actually called S&S Outrageous Casuals, and that was a clothing store. Same thing with the men's clothing and stuff. And then what happened is, her and my grandmother went in business and opened up the T&D, which was Triviani and DeBella Decor. And it was pretty much statues and ceramic and statues, Asian plastic figurines and stuff. That store unfortunately only lasted about 3 years, and it went under. You know, it wasn't a really heavy market for that, and plus the overhead was high. It was a high cost. You couldn't make that 50-60% you wanted to. But anyway, one day she took a shot with an airbrush artist in Downingtown, and she saw that people loved it. In the 80s, airbrushing explosion. And this artist started making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And she was like, wow. No, airbrushing. She put airbrushing. And then we had a freehand embroiderer. Her name was Judy. She was a Taiwanese lady. Very nice lady. And she used to do the freehand embroidery on the Juki, Juki, Juki embroidery machine by hand. Very difficult to learn that. Way difficult, more difficult than what I know how to do. Mine's on a regular industrial embroidery machine. And they did that for years, guys. We did that for years and years and years. And I was just an employee helping. Until 1996, I believe it was. Yep. 1996, my mom went in and she took a big time loan and cashed out her Blue Cross and Blue Shield SSI money. And you could cash that out. She cashed out, I don't know, a lot, 25 or 30 grand, because she bought her embroidery machines because Judy was going to retire. And that's when I went to school and I learned how to do the embroidery. You know, the software, the technical part of it, maintenance, everything. You know, some maintenance. You know, there's a lot of things now that the machines are getting older I can't fix. And it just escalated from Downingtown. Then we opened up a second store down in Levittown, PA. Philly's I-95 market. We had 2 stores running. I ran Downingtown. She ran the one in Philly's I-95 in Levittown. And then we had an opportunity. Oh, actually, what happened was the owner of Philly's I-95 market wound up something that the FBI came in, L&I, and they closed that market down. They gave everybody 2 days to get their stuff out. It was an illegal lease. Something we didn't know about. The guy that ran the place did something illegal, and that closed down. And then Downingtown, anybody knows the Downingtown Farmers Market up in Downingtown there, Coatesville, Exton, They wound up closing too. The Amish left. And once the Amish leaves, you lose a big base of your draw for customers. They left, Downingtown closed. We opened up on Passyunk Avenue in South Philly in our own store. And then the owner or the manager from the, the Newcastle market, he came and found us. And he goes, we could really use an embroidery. We have a store available, and we could really use an embroidery store in our market. And at the time, Delaware was the hottest market going. Newcastle was the hottest market going. That was before the Walmarts opened up. Once the internet came and the Walmarts.
Gianna used to love going out.
Yeah.
Halloween.
But that's how, I gave you the whole rundown. That's how we started
Halloween,
business.
remember? Gianna used to go Halloween. They used to do a lot.
A lot of my business ethics and morals were instilled in me by my mom.
Yeah.
She
was
worked
a worker,
very hard.
man.
She worked hard. And from living my life watching her work hard, I worked hard.
Now.
Thank you for that good question, Kyle.
That was a great question. He is a hard worker. He always has been. But the business now is terrible.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a struggle. It's struggle now, guys. It really is. Because, there was a time when
Online
airbrush
shopping, and now that's hour delivery.
everybody goes online, and look, sometimes they get it same day.
Target does that.
You go to Target.
And now I can't even shop at freaking Target because they're so woke.
You want to come in here, you got to move over. You're not even on the screen.
Sorry.
Just like Denice is sliding off on us.
Well, I was letting them get to know you. Last time they heard all about me.
Plus, Buddy hit the camera a couple times. I really appreciate you guys hanging in here with us, man. You know what I mean?
Tell us what you want to do. You want to do a Bible study? Who's in there with a Bible study? Tell us what you just want to do.
Yeah,
we do this all the time.
that's what we wanted to know. Like,
what do you guys want? Who's our strongest people that
anybody
really
out there that
hang out with us?
Because we could have once a certain day a week where we could actually have a Bible study.
I would love that.
Denice knows how to operate that.
Not really,
One
but
day
I
a
could
week
try.
we could have a Bible study.
My friend Joy would do that.
We could have a chit chat session. We could do a lot of different things. I would like to start a prayer chain. Anybody that needs prayer.
I have a prayer chain.
Like Gary B, that you're in your situation where you're going through.
He's on my prayer chain. He's on my prayer list.
You see, Denice has Gary B on the prayer chain already.
All of them are on my.
Put me on
Stacey,
there. I want prayer too, man.
You're always in my
you
prayer.
always want prayer.
I always pray for our family.
The strongest thing, the best thing you can ask someone to do.
I pray for our family more than you'll ever know.
Oh, I know. That's the strongest thing you can ask someone else. Not ask somebody, oh, can you give me $20?
No.
Can you give me a cigarette? Hey, yo, can you do this? Can you do that? The strongest thing you can ask for somebody is, hey, can you pray for me? Not I'll pray for you. Can you pray for me? That's strong. And you know what? And I'll never forget that. Years and years ago when the other Pope we had.
The good Pope?
The good Pope. When we had the good Pope many years ago, I remember him coming to Philly. And he said to somebody, they went somewhere to one of the, what do they call that, seminary?
Yeah, seminary.
Seminary. He went to a seminary because he was staying the night in Philly.
Oh, a seminar.
Not a seminar.
He went to the seminar?
The seminary, because the Pope is Catholic.
He went.
It's a men's seminary where they go to it's a priest church or a school. And he said to the one priest, actually they had that's what it was. They had inmates from jail. They had like 12 inmates from jail in the front row. And they were there to be blessed by the Pope. But do you know the Pope went up to one of the inmates and he said to the inmate now this is a Pope talking to a convict, saying, could you please pray for me? The guy was in tears. The guy didn't know what to think, but he was in tears. He was like, the Pope is asking me, a convict, and I think they let them wear, they didn't make them wear the oranges, but they still had something like you could tell, like a brown outfit. You could tell they were prisoners. And it was really weird because the guy fell in tears and he was like, wow, the Pope just asked me to pray for him when he thought he wanted the Pope to pray for him. So, you see what I'm saying? All right, Chris Welsh, what's going on, brother? Chris Welsh saying, what's going on, Sammy Bull? I know it's uplifting.
Yes.
Kane is in the house. Kane
Hey,
Sample.
Kane, how are you? I like Kane.
Focus, Samuelson. I'm actually pretty focused right now. Gianna never did any. Gianna, you want to do a back over or what? Yes, you are in our prayers, Luis.
Absolutely.
Let's
and if
see
you
what's
need
going
certain
on
prayer,
here.
just tell me. I'll pray for you. Yeah, what's going on?
The SB7 Nation prayers help me through these times. Thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
Anytime, Luis, you need prayers. This is the reason why we're doing this.
Yes.
The number one reason. You know, I didn't.
I mean, he got started with the skills, but we
Yeah,
want to reach more
I did.
people.
You know,
God.
me and
did.
Eric started playing skill machines, and it was his idea to start recording. And then one day I started taking my recordings and putting up videos. But I always said to myself, you know, once I started seeing 100 people, 200 people, 300 people, I was like, wow. I was like, you know, it would be nice to do something good with these people, you know. And then as time went on, and the stronger I get with my God, I start feeling the convictions. Because God, I don't think is too well with gambling. You know, I don't believe God. I mean, we do know what Jesus did in the temple when they were in the temple when they were gambling. Remember, he flipped the tables. He got very upset. Now, in the Bible, though, it does state it wasn't directed just towards the gambling. It wasn't directed just towards the gambling. There was another reason why he was angry as well. There was also something else going on.
See, this is where we differ.
There was something else going on in the temple besides the gambling. Okay, we have to look. We have to really clarify that. But in that temple, there wasn't just gambling. Yes, he was pissed about it, but there was other fornication and stuff that was going on in the temple that he was pissed about. And I'm not sure exactly what, but
It was something about the money, about the coins.
yeah, there was a lust over money. I think that is
You
it.
cannot love money over God.
It was they were doing gambling, but he also saw the
It was-
love of money.
Yes.
Like I always say it so many times, guys. Money is such one of the most evilest things put on this planet, and it ain't even funny. It ain't even funny. I mean, it's a shame that we need it as a tool,
Yeah.
but that's all we should look at it as a tool, and that's it. Really. You know, I mean, sometimes I'm glad my daughter doesn't respect the dollar, but you know, because you don't want to be obsessed by that, because that obsession over that dollar bill will take you further away from God. You know, let God will give you the wisdom, the riches. You know, it might not come the way you want it, and in your time, you know, when I say riches and wealth, people right away think, oh, God's going to make you hit the lottery. You're going to win the Powerball for $200 million. God will put inside of you something that will probably be much more better than $200 million. Okay? A lot, and to me, I think wisdom is very key. Having a lot of wisdom, having a lot of strength,
Having a lot of faith.
having faith, strong wisdom, and you know what I mean? I think that's big. And you know, and you can't give it to yourself. Shit. Our nature and our will is to tear ourselves down sometimes.
Yep.
And then, hopefully, with family and God and family, we need someone to build us back up. Yes, three amigos saying that the money, the root of all evil, and it is. It really is.
Money is the root of all evil.
You know,
Absolutely.
It sickens me sometimes when I see, whether I'm down my 69th Street at the diner or at the store, it sickens me sometimes to see how some people are so obsessed, so bad sometimes. And I get it. We need money for things. I get it. We won't be able to live here without money. You know? So we need it. But you have to draw the line on where you want to put that obsession and that love for that money in your life. You really do. You know? Denice draws this. You know where she draws the line? When she likes to reach in my fanny pack every other night and grab a couple $100.
I do that for our family.
I know what she does.
I do. I still have, I don't spend it. I do not spend it.
I know. I know. I know.
It does not get spent.
Stacy, I love it. Oh, wait, what's this? Hold on here. Stacy says, I'm rich with my husband and kids. You're damn right, girl.
I love you, Stacy. I
You
wish
are
you were
damn
closer.
right. Guys, and that is exactly how you are supposed to look at it. You know, that is called counting your blessings.
Is
That
Beth
really
Dunyan
is.
in here?
What's that?
Is Beth Dunyan in here?
I thought I saw her earlier. Beth Dunyan. I don't see her right now. No. Stacy is so right. You know, the more we do count our blessings, I believe anyway, the more we do count our blessings and take a look at the things that are really there in front of us, you know, like family. I'm glad you said that, Stacy, because you know what? I lose sight of that a lot.
One day, Stacy,
You know-
I am going to take the trip to you.
You know, I lose the sight of that a lot. Listen, between the business, wholesalers, YouTube channel, comments, doing live streams, you know what I mean? When all this going on, guess what? There's days, and she said it to me many times, and that's true. There's times where I lose the sight of family. You know, I lose the sight. You know, we're supposed to be God. We talk God, family, country. Well, some of my days is YouTube, and then maybe nothing else. Right? Let's keep it honest.
Yeah.
If we want to keep it honest, there are some days I wake up and it's YouTube,
I hate it sometimes.
SB7 Nation, and sometimes that's it. Bed.
Yeah.
And I got to get better with that. And that's where
That's
this
why
comes in.
I am in the chat sometimes. I
Yeah.
support it.
That's why, and that's, you know, you just got everybody
I support it
has a
for the
different
people
life.
that are in there, because SB7 people are cool as shit, most of them. Most of them are
Yeah.
cool as shit.
Everybody has their different life, and you just got to make the best you can.
And now I believe with this channel, if people believe in God and want to keep on coming with us, we'll do that. And you know, real people, and you can skill on your own, and you can still skill, but not all the time.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Oh yeah, we can. And
My
that's
daughter's
good. That's
trying
why-
to join softball, and I want him to teach her.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was
We're
the
gonna have fun.
best.
Oh, we're gonna do that when I go
And
out
that's
one
what
day.
I
I'm gonna
want.
set the tripod up because that's one thing I do know is baseball.
If you want us to keep going live, we will. It was just with us.
We got something here from Trisha Woolley. Hold on. Trisha says, let's put it up here. Trisha Woolley. You know why I skill? I mean, I don't have a lot, but it's relaxing. You're right. Hold on.
And for him, it might be.
It's
yeah.
relaxing to me. Being a caregiver is hard. Yes, Trisha.
Yes.
And that's how my mom felt. That was her release. My mom was a business lady, strong. And all she cared about was the store, go to store. You know, and that's how she would get away from her problems in life.
But it hurt.
Her stress release, and that was going to the casino and sitting in front of a slot machine for like 13 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she would get there at like 11 o'clock at night, and she wouldn't leave until 10 the next morning.
Yeah.
And then we went to Atlantic City. She never slept. That's the only thing I didn't like about going to Atlantic City with her. And I meant before I met you.
No, I know.
I'd be sitting there. It'd be like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I would literally be falling asleep on the slot machine. I'd be asleep. My head be on the slot. She'd be nudging me, "Oh, you sleeping?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's 5 in the morning." You know, she could stay up all night, man. She didn't care. She loved her slots, and I missed playing the slots with her. It was fun. And back in those days, in the 80s and 90s, the slot machines they used to hit. Now, yes, it is a release and it is fun still. It's an escape. But I still do believe, even though I do not practice it, I still believe that God, that escape, trumps everything else. And I didn't mean it like that kind of trump. I'm just, you know what I mean. What's that game you play when you go trump? What's that game? Rummy? Is it Rummy?
No, gin, I think.
What's the card game, guys? Where when you trump,
I miss cards, man.
is it gin rummy?
We
When they
should
say
teach-
gin, when they go gin 500.
I
forget.
We should teach Gianna how to play it for me.
There's a card game where you go trump.
I knew
trumped you.
how to play rummy by the age of
Remember,
4.
isn't there something where I go, I trumped you?
Yeah. I used to play rummy with my mom and her girlfriends. I was like,
Michael.
I was like 4 or 5, man. Rummy school.
Michael Poblet. Michael P. Hey, Sammy, what up, bro? Shout out to me. What's up, Michael? Yeah. Thank you for coming in, my brother. And anybody that's still in here in the chat, Kels, Trisha, Stacy Smith, Jen Black, Sherry, Michael. Hit that like button if you haven't. Show your love and support for the channel, guys. We got almost 50 thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. See, that means a lot because we're not sitting in front of a skill machine and we can put up almost 3 more people hit that like button. And we have 50 likes. Just sitting here, chit-chatting. We might not always agree on the same thing, but that's all right, you know. You are yous, we are we, and together, I believe we can make a lot happen. We can learn a lot. We can take strides, and you know what? We just may be able to save lives. Save souls.
I had someone just come up to me, remember? She said, pray for me, remember? When
People tell me that all the time. Hose, use Trump. Hoss, H-O-S-S. Hosts, you use Trump cards. Maybe.
Yeah.
I remember a card game that you said Trump. I don't think it was gin rummy. Remember, we used to play gin rummy.
Yeah.
I love gin rummy, man.
No, regular
The real
rummy.
gin
I
rummy.
was good at
Where you
regular,
got to
yeah.
hold them all in your hand first, and then you
We
gin
should
out.
teach, yeah, we should teach Gianna.
Rummy. That's when you would go rummy, right? I think. I forget. We haven't played it so
No, I'd be
long.
like, I'm out. Oh man, I gotta teach Gianna how to play rummy. I used to play rummy with my mom when I was like 4.
Pinochle.
Girlfriends.
I think it is pinochle.
Yeah!
I think it is, Gary. I think Gary's right. Pinochle. I think that is the Trump. Oh, Gary B.
Gary B.
Gary
Place
B
to be,
is
man.
the place to be. Damn, I think it's right. Pinochle. It was the Trump.
Yeah.
Damn, man. My mom tried to teach me pinochle, man, when I was a kid. I just never got. I was just not into pinochle, man. I like the rummy though.
My mom used to play with her girlfriend.
Spades.
Oh, that was mom's
Jeff
good
Barron
spades,
saying
man.
spades.
I've been in jail, so I know how to play spades.
Rather be skilled. Yes, he said it earlier when he was talking about Christianity, that there is only one God. That's right.
Yes.
There is only one God. You're right there, Tony. And now he's saying, God bless Mr. Trump. U.S.
I love you.
We need somebody to get this country in order, guys. We really do.
Even Justin, man.
You know, we
Is
all,
Justin
a lot of us have kids.
Justin Boy in here?
I think I might have seen him earlier, Justin Hoy. I don't see him right now. So behind in the chat. Just skip forward. Hearts.
We talk a little. I know, we really talk.
Pinochle, man. My mom used to love, I remember when I was a little kid, 5, 6 years old, she used to go over her girlfriend's house, and that's all they would do. They would play 2 games. They would play Pinochle, and they would play Jacks.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody remember that game, Jacks?
Yes.
That's with the ball, talking about with the ball and the Jacks.
And you had to catch them in your
And
hand.
you'd have to.
That was good.
How would you do that?
You drop the ball, pick up
You
the
bounce the ball, grab
Oh
the
man,
Jack.
I was so good at
Did
that.
you have to catch the ball
You
again?
gotta have 1, catch the ball 2. I had to pick up 1, pick up 2. Oh, I was good at
Jacks.
that.
I remember Jacks.
That was my game.
Oh man, my mom.
I had a pogo stick. I had real toys, man. These kids
Anybody out there play Jacks?
Anybody jump on a pogo stick?
That's old school, man. Jacks is old school.
On pogo stick, man. That shit was cool as hell.
Pogo stick. Oh man, I'd probably break my neck.
I was so good, man, on them.
I can't even go in the little
I was
scooters.
so good. You see me look, I'm a back flipper. You think I can't play? I had so much good balance.
I'm not happy about them backflips off that dive.
I had the best balance as a kid, man. I could balance on anything. Now I can barely stand. That pisses me off. I have to get into some shape, man. I have no balance anymore. Lost it all.
Let's see what we got here.
Feels good to be able to do a backflip still. You gotta have something.
They had card parties with the neighbors back in the 70s
Yes,
and 80s.
yeah,
That
my
was
mom
big.
used to. We used to play, and then when I was like 4, I got to start playing
I missed
rummy
them
with them.
times. I missed them times, man.
That's when I used to play rummy with my mom and the old lady Flo.
They used to have certain nights, and my mom
Yeah,
would get
Wednesday
together with
nights
like her
usually.
friends. They would love it. And I remember even my grandparents, I don't know
You
if it
guys
was
used to play poker.
yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday nights, but I know even before that,
I
we used
know.
to play nickel dime. Remember
Yeah.
Penny Annie? Nickel
I know.
dime poker.
Oh, I just met you when you were doing it with your grandparents.
They used to do that back in the 80s.
I know, I used to do it
And
with
then,
my
yeah,
mom.
then we used to play later on for money. My pops.
Yeah.
Pops would come down with his big bucket of change.
God. I wish I was.
And everybody would buy
I
his
was dating
change.
him. I wasn't.
And we would all play. We would all play poker. You know, you could play with it. Jacks are better. Deuces wild. AC Deucey. There was so many different
We need
games.
to do that.
I
We
know.
play games with Gianna
We
sometimes.
should play some card games.
We got
I
Clue.
got a big bucket of change too.
Gianna's been bugging us to play Clue.
That's right. We just bought
We
some
bought a
more
whole
board
bunch of games. I know we got stuff.
We got
on it.
Clue.
We got Life.
We got Life. We
That
got the
was-
regular
We used to
Monopoly.
play that. Me and Sam used to play Life all the time. Remember? Playing Life. Yo,
What's that?
remember playing Life?
Yeah, I remember it was a good game.
Me and you, just me and you. Monopoly.
I remember. We used to play it on the TV screen
Yeah.
too. There was I don't know if it was Sega Genesis or one of the
Yeah.
PlayStations
Uh-huh.
used to have a game Life. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
What is this here? Hi, Lily. Who's Lily?
Hi, Lily.
I don't know who Lily
Wow.
is. I see Trisha
Welcome.
saying hi to her. Jeff Barron saying canasta.
Oh, Jeff, I love you, man. Jeff, you are so great, man.
I was gonna do a Kenny and do a Lotto King,
He
but
was going to make a steak.
I'll show you. I'll show you this real quick. I'm not gonna do it though.
Why not? I'm hungry. Just kidding. How about
I could. It doesn't take long. Look what I got. I was gonna make these, and I was gonna set my tripod up right here in the kitchen. Hold on. I was gonna set my tripod up right here in the kitchen like Kenny does. We were gonna do a Kenny, and we were gonna cook some filet mignons. Oh yeah, look at that. There's 3 in a pack, man, and I got them on a good deal too. Look at that. It's 15 for this one and 14 something for this one. Look at them nice red filet mignons. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I was going to cook them up, man. Because it don't take long. I was talking about that before I went live. I was like, man, I'm going to do a Kenny, man. We're going to set it up. And I even got, oh, man, it's just them in here. Hold on. I even bought this special stuff. Oh, yeah, look at this. For the filet mignons, we bought the Weber Cowboy Seasoning and Rub. Rub them steaks up real good in this. I told you guys I love the food shop. And then I bought this. Marinate the steaks. We're going to marinate the steaks in that. And then rub it in that. Cook it up. And then once they're all done and they're cooked, I take a pinch. Just a pinch of this. And just a pinch on top. That's all. Very, very little. Little sprinkle. Yeah, I think we got enough noodles in here, don't we? Holy moly. Oh, let me see if we can put it up. Yep, look at all them noodles. Too many noodles. When are you going to make these noodles, Denise? I think we got enough for the nuclear winter.
I know. You just went food shopping. You just went food shopping the other night.
I like the noodles. We just haven't made them in a while. But now I should. Bam.
No, I haven't cooked dinner because
Anthony Vanacorsa, how you doing, my friend?
we've been just
Sean
lounging
Clifton.
around, man. We have to get it together.
Sean Clifton in the house.
Hey, Sean, how are you? I like Sean.
I appreciate you guys, man, for an hour and 49
Sean,
minutes.
I would love to go hunting with you, man. I would.
Now that's Sean Rothrock.
Oh, damn.
This is Sean Clifton.
All right, Sean Clifton. Hey, I know who you
Hey,
are.
I'll still go hunting with you, Sean. Sean C. Right? I got a nice, I got that nice, what do you call that?
Crossbow.
Excalibur crossbow. We could take a bear down with that bad boy. Woody won.
I want some of
Hope
his- I want
everybody
some
is
of
having
his-
a blessed
I
night.
want some of his deer meat, man.
I wonder why we're looking at I look at the chat from the phone and I come back over here. Oh, that's another thing I want to show you guys. I showed you before in one of the live streams in the car. 54 thumbs up. Yeah, that's what I'm
That's so
talking
nice.
about.
Thank you.
I wanted to show you because Philly Skins, J-Bone, he's starting a really nice collection. He's starting to build a collection up. And that's another thing I want to do too when we start getting into more of these, not Q&As, but I want to make them more like, I want to do it like segments. We talk about the news, we talk about current events,
Bible.
we do a Bible, a little prayer chain, anybody needing a prayers, which we all need prayers, we'll have some of that. And then I wanted to get into your hobbies. Everybody on the other side of that camera has a hobby somewhere.
Graphic artist.
Knife man,
Anything,
yes.
man.
Knife man king. He likes to collect knives, you know. And I don't really know what your hobbies are, and that's what I would like to know. You know what your hobbies are, what you like to do, you know.
Some graphic artist. You know, Larry Hogan's a singer.
Yeah, well, we know Larry Hogan, right? Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, Hogan.
Yeah.
But before I would say about 10 years ago, before I started selling on eBay, I had a massive sports card collection. I would probably say well over 100 or 200,000 cards. I had a Pete Rose collection that was probably one of the best collections in the country.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
It was probably one of the best Pete Rose collections in the country.
Yes.
But I went on eBay and I did very well. I mean, kind of like I dove into YouTube. I went on eBay, I opened up an eBay store.
Oh man, he exploded.
And the next thing you know, when you do this feedback number, you start at 0. The next thing you know, man, I shot, boom, over 5,000 positive feedbacks with no negatives, 100% positive feedbacks. And that's why when I got that $5,000 ticket, I almost had tax trouble because I was doing $20,000 to $29,000 a year in YouTube.
I kept telling him
eBay.
I kept telling him to pay taxes on that.
She did, but see, you have to make over 20,000 for them to report it. If
Well,
you
he did.
And some years I made under, so it didn't get reported. But in 2015 and 16 and 18 and 19, I made anywhere from 21 to 29,000.
Yeah, man.
And this is on eBay. This is selling sports cards, autograph stuff, some of Gianna's old sneakers that she never even wore.
I'm going to start doing that again. She has brand new freaking clothes in there. Little
Well, you can sell on eBay this time.
Usually I donate them now.
You'll be the eBay person. But I dove into eBay, and that's kind of how I am. If I
you
decide,
put your mind to something,
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. But man, can he do it. Woof. Never seen anything like it.
yeah, it's like I don't know. I'm not the type of person who, like, see Denice when she goes to the pool, she dives right in. You know what I mean? She'll go on a diving board and she dives right in. I'm talking about when she's dry still. She dives right in. I take it slower. You know what I mean?
You can't, man. You just gotta get in there, man.
I'm not the old granny with the little toe dipping into the pool, but I will step in before I start to stride. You know what I mean? But when I do put it into my mind that I want to do something, I do usually go all in with eBay. Big example there. And the eBay store for many years is very successful. I mean, you know, an extra $20,000 to $30,000 a year is pretty good, just on eBay. That was kind of my hobby. But again, that got overwhelming at times, and I was putting a lot of time involved in that. And when you put too much time into something, it usually takes it away from something else. And in that case, it took away from family time. Mm-hmm. But that was something that was done for money again. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I did pick up some cards. I think I showed you one. We're talking Holy Grail stuff here, guys. See if you guys can actually see it. This is... This one you've probably seen on a live stream before the diner. I showed you guys my Lady P money. When I won Lady P, I used that money and I charged up a card and then they paid it off or whatever. But I bought the Holy Grail and basketball cards. Let me see if you guys could see it. You know what? We can't this is a card, you can't appreciate it. We got to take it out of the plastic. And I don't do this for anybody. Oh. This is a card, some people, if they didn't have it encapsulized and graded, they would have white gloves on. Here we go, guys. 1986 Fleer, the Holy Grail in baseball cards, Michael Jordan rookie card, and a PSA near mint 7. And it's real. Because there's a lot of fakes out there. I made sure I had double authentication with this. Mm-hmm. Yes, this is what this is all about. I bought it. I figured, you know what? I bought it one day when I'm not here. Gianna and Michael Jordan's not here anymore either. Gianna be able to put a down payment on a house with this card. Because do you know a 10 sells for 800,000 to 1 million. Matter of fact, there was a 10 that sold just a couple months ago for $1.2 million. A gem mint 10. Now, unfortunately, this ain't that. But this is a 7. And anything over a 7 on a Holy Grail card, somewhere down the road, guys, you will be able to put a big down payment on a house with this bad boy. And we didn't end it there. Then we stepped it up to Michael Jordan's second year card, which was very hard to get centering. Quality control in the 80s on Fleer was shitty. And this is an 8, a Beckett graded 8 with mint. It's mint edges and mint surface. That's his second year card. That's all. It's just for, and I want to get, and I like the times where you guys tell me your hobbies. And then I really went, and this is another one I had to have double, this is another tough card. I had it double authenticated. This is another out of Jordan's second year. It's the Michael Jordan Fleer All-Star team when he was on the All-Star. And it's in a mint 9. This is a tough card, baby. Tough card. You guys won't even believe it, man. I bet you guys wouldn't even be able to guess how much this card's worth. In this grade. If you had this in a 7, you could probably get it for $100. But in a 9, yeah, this card in a 9, depending if you went in auctions and depending on the time of the auctions, you would probably close out between $700 and $1,000, between $700 and $1,000 because of the mint 9. It's the only reason why. Perfect centering. And if this was a Gem Mint 10 card, we would be looking at probably about a $2,500 card. But it's not. But we know Kobe Bryant, the late Kobe Bryant. Oh, God, I didn't start really loving Kobe Bryant until he died. It's a shame.
Him.
But
he was a great dad.
Another Holy Grail in basketball. It's not as good as the Jordan rookie, but look at this. Kobe Bryant's best rookie card. First rookie card and best, and a perfect mint 9 PSA. Bam. Now, when he first passed away, they were getting a fortune for these mint 9s. They've leveled off a little. I mean, man, at one time I had 20 something. Man, when I was selling on eBay, I had 20 something the Kobe Bryant rookie cards. Because when he died, I was buying them up. And I was selling them for triple what I was paying.
To the guy
there was a guy in Georgia. Paul Brown.
Paul Brown. Oh my God.
Paul Brown.
He used to send Gianna presents.
Man, Paul Brown, if you would ever find this YouTube channel.
God, you should reach out to Paul.
Unfortunately, my
Brown.
cards are not for sale these days, but damn, Paul Brown, he used to buy what, 600 hours a day?
Goodness.
There were some days he was spending 400, 500, and 600 hours a day. I think my best month I had with Paul Brown was when he spent $9,000 one month. $9,000 in 1 month.
I know you didn't want to go to work anymore.
I was like, why do I gotta go to the store? Every time my phone would go off, cha-ching, I'd be like, Paul Brown. Paul Brown, look at 300,
That was
400.
exhausting.
And then take another. Anything Michael Jordan, guys, in basketball is golden. That's his third year rookie. I mean, his third year card. Third year. That's in a near mint 8. And then I'll keep it to end it real quick. Just showed a couple. If you guys are Phillies fans, and she's a big Alec, what's his name?
Alec Boom.
Bum?
Boom.
Is it Bum or Boom?
You dick. Why wouldn't you like him? He's a third baseman,
I
and
know,
he's great.
I know. Well, I had one of them, and I sold it, and now I went and bought a better one. A mint 9, Alec Bohm from the Phillies, third
Alec Boom,
baseman.
if you see this, I love you, you little handsome devil.
This is his first card. Look at the year, 2018 Bowman draft
He could
autograph.
be my son, my goodness.
Look at the autograph. Autograph bookie. That's her dream guy. You know, in bed she thinks of him when
No, I do not. I think about when we were 20.
2 more cards for you real quick. 1997 Metal Universe, a tough card from Michael Jordan to get in good grades. A lot of these cards ended up in 4s and 5s and 6s. I was able to buy one here in a near mint 8. Oh, Metal Universe, Michael Jordan. It's a beautiful card. Little glary because the plastic's on them. And the last one, I remember if this would have been a refractor, it would be worth about $5,000, but it's not. But it is his first Topps Finest, card number 1, Michael Jordan, Topps Finest, and a near mint 8. If this would have been a refractor, remember the Joe Montana refractor?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, I pulled that out of a pack.
$200 you got for that.
I
from
couldn't.
Mark.
Yeah, I sold it right away for $200. I bought it
Mark
out of a
wanted
5-hour
that.
pack.
It was a pretty card.
Joe Montana. It was a year after this. It was a Joe Montana refractor. That card looked like a
I
prison.
remember when you pulled that card.
You can't talk about cards. I'll talk about them all night long.
Joe, he gave me a Jerry Rice rookie card because that was my favorite. That was sharp.
And anyway, if you guys are wondering, we're talking about Trump. We bought that book.
I got the $1,000 too over there.
This is a signed copy. Was this a signed copy? This is a signed copy.
It's signed.
Yeah, you paid extra. We paid extra for the signed copy,
No, I
guys.
didn't. I paid $100.
Really?
That's it.
Oh, then it can't be real signature. Then.
It is.
Let me see. The signature's supposed to be on the 3rd page.
Some of them are fake. Some of them aren't. But the one is. Some like a lot of them are.
Oh yeah.
I got the $1,000 bill too.
I will always fight for you and the American dream, and I believe it.
Yep.
I believe it.
That's a great book.
And you know what? The wife Denice bought this book. Oprah Winfrey. And who are the people? All the people that are talking trash about him, they all wrote letters to him.
Yeah, thanking him for being a great guy.
And how wonderful he was.
Thank you for donating to us, Democrats.
Thank you for giving us the donations. Thank you for your money. Thank you for your support.
Jesse, whatever his name is. That book is beautiful.
I mean, all these people that are trashing him, that's why he made this book. He's showing him how all these people loved him, but now, because he wants to put America first, they don't like him no more. Because you know why? Because their hands in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
Their hands in the cookie jar.
Every freaking one of them.
You're damn right.
Even Republicans.
I mean, I'm trying to find, there's so many letters here.
Even
Ronald
Republicans are
Reagan.
just as bad, man. There's only a few Republicans
Kirk
out
Douglas. You got Kirk Douglas.
there. Josh
Oprah
Hawley,
Winfrey.
man, he's going to be one.
The Bushes. Letters from President George H.W.
Who dogged
Bush.
him.
Letters from the First Lady Barbara Bush, who was dogging him when he tore up Jeb Bush.
Because Jeb was a
But look,
coward.
they all, dear Donald, just who, as I never know, I can't even read this writing here. This is saying, you are wonderful. I love seeing you attached to Phil Donahue. Barbara Bush. The main one is the Oprah, because Oprah's the one that they want to trash him. They want to turn around and trash him so bad. Tommy Lasorda, Barbara Waters. Oh my God, she's another one that turned on him.
And look at Whoopi Goldberg looking like a fool every day.
You know, Barbara Waters, man.
Now let's talk about my favorite new song from my love, Jason Aldean. That song he wrote, that song is awesome. You heard it.
I don't
Try
know.
that in a small town. Badass song. And Oprah, when they're all dogging now they're Jason Aldean because he wants to put America first. Get the hell out of here. These people are sick.
Barbara Walters wrote a letter to Donald Trump saying, Dear
crazy.
Donald, I am dictating this from California for a very special reason. Today, June 14th, is yours as well. Needless to say, she is very special in my life, and it makes me realize that our relationship, yours and mine, will also be very special. As you know, I am very fond of Ivana, and a good woman have a tendency to support each other. But I remember all the years when you and I had a trust and friendship that was very, very much more our own and very special and dear to my heart. Listen to Barbara Walters. And since this, I wanted you to know that my feelings for you remain the same. I wish you a very happy birthday. The troubles you are facing now, I am sure you will triumph over, and you will be made even stronger in the process. The best to you is yet to come. And Barbara Walters wrote this on June 14th, 1990. And then what happened? Almost 25, 30 years later, the best was to come. Only she hated him then. She hated him. She told him the best was going to come, and it did. And then she turned her back and she hated him. Now she's no longer with us, unfortunately. Michael Jackson wrote to him. Michael Jackson, he was amazing. He was a trooper for the world. You know, he
And they
gave
all call him a
people
pedophile.
don't realize how much money Michael Jackson donated, man, for the children of our world, man. Unbelievable.
And he'd be wrong, man.
I wanted to find the Whoopi Goldberg one,
They,
man. That was
they always said he was a pedophile. I don't think he was.
that was the one that there it is. There's Whoopi. Oh, no, not Whoopi. Oprah. It's Oprah. I think Oprah really liked Donald. She wanted to be with him. Oprah has a lot of letters to Donald. Donald kept all these letters. He must have knew one day they were going to turn on him.
He's all about God now. You know that? Trump's all about God now. He wasn't always, but he is now.
I can't. That's a letter. That's a letter from Donald. Hold on. That's a letter from Donald to Oprah. No, it's in here. There's so much stuff in here. It's a good book. I took a good look at it because I wanted to see what the people, people usually, well, especially politicians, they bullshit all the time. But you could tell when they write in a letter, you could tell that they genuinely did like this guy. Yes, they wanted his money, but you know what? Because he supported every one of them pretty much, they did like him, and they put it in words. And you can tell when people write words, sometimes their true feelings come out. Well, I'm glad he saved that. Good book to pick up. It's a little pricey, guys, but it is a good book. I'm glad he came
And
out
Don
with it.
Jr., you know what? Jared
And
has one too.
And
He's
it's a beautiful book. Trump, you should give me some money for freaking promoting it.
Don Jr.'s book's good too. Well, we had one of them. I wanted the other one. We didn't get it.
Oh, I didn't put Michael Jordan rookie card back in the plastic. Holy moly. Thank God it's sealed and capsulized. Alright, so it's getting late. We're going to wrap it up. I might take a look at the chat. Is anybody at the end here? Is anybody needing of some prayers or anybody want to share? I haven't been looking at the chat. My bad. So yeah, just like in skills, I'm still not good with the chat. I'll get better in time. See, my chat on my... Let me see this. Here we go. There we go. My chat's not scrolling right. Low Roller Scratcher.
Hey.
He said, you got Mickey Mantle rookie card? Oh, hell no. Come on. You know what that's worth? Well, the 51 Bowman... I could probably get a 51 Bowman for about 10 to 12 grand in like a 2.
And
In a 2. I could get a 51 Bowman in a 2.
That's too easy.
For about 10 to 12 grand.
They're too easy to forge, man.
But no, the real gem is the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle.
Honus.
No, I mean for Mickey Mantle.
Honus is the master card, boy.
No, not anymore.
No?
Not anymore.
Really?
They got cards that beat Otis Wagner's
Get
card.
out of here,
Yeah.
really?
They have a card. I mean, the Otis Wagner still sold for over $5 million, but now they got the other cards. I mean, what was that? That Mike Trout 1-of-1 Superfractor autograph sold for like $6.1 million.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Mike's... I thought he was hurt.
Yeah, but he's still the GOAT. He's still considered right now a kind of a GOAT. Oh my goodness. But now Low Roller's like, I did have Mickey Mantle cards though, Low Roller, but I sold them on eBay. The best one I had was a 1955. I had a 1955 in a excellent to mint 6, PSA 6, and I think I sold it for $1,500. I think I sold it for $1,500 on that one. And then I had a 1963 Mantle. And I sold it for $450. And then I had a 1968. And I had a 69 too. His last card was 1969. I had the 68 was a nice card. I think it was like a 5, a grade of a 5. Those cards, they're all great cards to have, don't get me wrong, but I don't have any more Mickey Mantle cards now. I'm trying to stay with, I just tried to stay with the cards that I know will never go down. And guys, when you talk about Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant rookies, I mean, Kobe might level off here and there, but Michael Jordan, as he gets older, those cards just keep going up.
And LeBron thinks he's the best.
LeBron's cards, let me tell you, man, every time LeBron opens his mouth, his cards go down in price. You know? Plus, I can't...
Tell me the truth, is he really going down in price?
When you got your best basketball card collectors, they always choose Michael Jordan cards over LeBron. Good. I mean, there are people, the younger crowd, now, people that are like in their teens or early 20s or mid-20s, they might have a tendency to want to go and see LeBron rookie cards because they are worth
money. But guess what? In the end,
you can
Michael
get a LeBron
Jordan
rookie card for
keeps
about
his mouth
$1,000.
shut, and he likes the cops. In the end,
yeah.
It's going to be godly guy over scumbag. That's what it's going to be.
I don't like LeBron because he's a crybaby.
Yeah.
He's a crybaby. You know, he plays on the court
and
he cries.
And he's trying to be a social justice warrior.
He goes and he shoots the ball and somebody might have grazed him and he goes like this.
Michael Jordan always said,
I got blood,
stay out of politics. Michael Jordan, remember? Stay out of politics. I'm a ball player.
He hit me, ref. LeBron James a fucking crybaby. I'll tell him to his face.
And Michael Jordan, he's a class act because he'll be like, he's like, we need more cops. Michael Jordan was a class act, man.
All politicians are corrupt
Yes,
around
they
the world.
are.
It doesn't matter what country you live in. Low roller scratcher. You're right, low roller.
You are so right, though.
You're right, low roller.
Yeah, absolutely.
90 to 95% of politicians really get in.
Mitt
They
Romney?
mean good. They might mean good when they first get
Yeah.
in, but then they turn into something else.
Look at Mitt Romney. What a scumbag. And he used to be a strong, principled man.
Both sides. There are some terrible Republicans that have really done damage.
And look who's running the RNC. Mitt Romney's daughter.
There's
what
a
do
lot
you
of them.
think?
What's
So
the
corrupt.
other one for Republican?
It's corrupt.
I know.
Lindsey Graham acts like he don't
Guys,
like war.
why do you think we were talking about God? It's in the Bible that some of the evilest things
Comes
will
from
come
your
out.
government.
Will come out in your governments and from your kings and your queens.
That's where it
your
starts.
politicians.
That's where
I
it
mean,
starts.
there's a whole section in the Bible. What is it? Acts or Kings?
Revelations.
Kings.
What?
No, in the Bible, isn't there kings?
Yeah,
There's
Kings.
Acts and Kings. Well, isn't Kings describe about the governments getting ready to tear down?
King's talking about David mostly.
All right, so Revelations is about government bringing down our world, not our country, our world.
King, you
That-
remember King's probably was a David. We did the Bible study on David, Kings and oh goodness, what book is it? Oh, David.
I
Psalms.
accidentally hit somebody off. Hold on. I don't remember who I did.
Oh brother.
Oh boy, low roller. If it was you, I'm sorry.
No.
I know because I'm not used to the keyboard yet. my laptop, whatever this is. I either deleted a message. I hope I didn't time anybody out. I think I accidentally deleted a message. Don't take it personal. I did it by accident. I do it all the time. Raymond low roller. I have two Seth Curry rookie cards. Do you, Raymond?
I used to like him.
Seth Curry, man, he's real deal, man.
Oh, no, I used to like him, but he's a little fag.
And there's some cards of him. Nah,
He's a little fag off the court. Yes, he is.
But I don't know. I like him. He's a true
He's a-
talent. His father
he
was
is.
hardcore, man. Del Curry. Yeah, you know it's funny. Del Curry's rookie year is the same as this, the '86 Flair from Michael Jordan. You can get Del Curry in this year. Same card. You can get it cheap. It's like $20. $20. You can get a Del Curry card in '86 Flair from that set because that's the best set in basketball history. That card is better than Wilt Chamberlain rookie, better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar rookie, and it sure as hell is better than LeBron James rookie. 61 people, man, over here with the thumbs up. Thank you very much, guys.
You guys are so awesome. Who's still here?
Low roller saying, Kane saying, I don't know what Kane's saying, man. Look at
Kane, we should go out. You're not
Kane
far
saying
from us. We should
Sammy,
do
I'm
some
laughing.
dinner. Go out to dinner, Kane.
why they are 5 states doesn't have lottery in U.S. Are there 5 states with no
What?
lottery? I didn't know that.
Well, me either.
Low roller says, let's see, it doesn't make sense. I feel sorry for people that live that state to have to drive to another state to buy their Mega Million or Powerball. That's right. I remember back when Pennsylvania didn't have the Mega Millions. We had Powerball, but Pennsylvania didn't have Mega Millions, and people used to drive to Delaware to get the Mega Millions. That was years ago.
Pennsylvania just had them
But you're
Powerball
right.
winner.
I didn't know there were states that didn't have any. What states is it? Probably Hawaii. Alaska and Hawaii probably have no lottery. You know, I can't believe they burned Maui down. All of it, right? All Maui, gone.
Yeah.
It's all gone. I mean, did it even say how long, how much was? Was it in miles? Was it measured in miles?
22 people, 2,200 dead.
Is it
Gonna
that
put
many, is it?
2,200.
2,200 dead? Is it
Now
that
they
much?
can't. They're still looking for people.
They said that they've only
They're
searched.
looking for DNA because people
Yeah.
caught on fire
It's all
and
ash.
died.
In Maui, I
People
remember
are
today.
ash.
I heard today they only got 3% of the search done.
The dogs are looking.
3%.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear 2,200 dead though.
2,200 dead.
I heard
and it's
200 and something dead, and with only 3%.
I told you, 2,200 dead, and it's going to be 6.6 billion.
Wow, I didn't hear
Oprah's
2,200.
trying to
Look it
buy
up.
it.
All right, look it up. Google it. How many dead? How many confirmed deaths?
How many are dead from the Maui fires?
That's how many? 2,200.
2,200.
Yeah, they're right. Show it to me.
That's what I heard earlier.
I don't care what you heard. Show it to me.
Oh, wait a minute. It climbs to 99.
I know it.
Wow,
I heard 200 something.
I heard 2,200.
All right. No, it was 220 something. I think it was
No,
220.
they're only saying 99, but
Yeah,
I thought it was
but
22.
that's an older.
Maybe
text.
that 22 is all the land. 2,200.
I think it's over 200 confirmed deaths.
No, it's not. I
But
think
they
it's
only
99.
they still got to search a lot.
But they haven't found. They're asking for DNA because they're. It's like 9/11 all over.
Well, that's the thing. They're finding bodies and they don't know who it is.
Right.
They can't. They have no ways to identify nobody, so they're asked. They need DNA samples. It's
They're
like
still
9/11.
looking for people.
This is Hawaii's 9/11.
This is a call for people to come.
Las
and provide-
Vegas
Look,
is in Nevada.
right here. I'm reading it right now.
The news says 150. Okay, 150 deaths right now, and there's only a small percentage that they search.
Yeah, they're still.
It's going to go higher. They're saying it's a shame. You wish it wouldn't go higher. That didn't need to
There's
happen.
metal burned all over people because cars are caught on fire.
Steve Thompson says, "Hey, Sammy and Denise, you guys are the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's
Thank
put
you.
that up there at the top for everybody to see.
That was very
Steve
nice.
Thompson, thank you, my man. You were awesome sauce. I appreciate that comment. Should I say compliment?
Is Steve a score? Or you just
I
keep
don't
around?
know. Steve Thompson. I've seen him in here and there.
That's
I
nice.
think. It doesn't matter, man. Thank you for coming in, my friend. I appreciate it.
And I apologize because I don't come in the chat a lot. I try, but I would rather do this.
Stacy saying, I'm back. The boys wanted to play a game.
I love you, Stacy.
Hey, PA Lolo in the chat going, hey, what's up, PA Lolo?
I know. I have to go read the Bible with Gianna soon, so we're going to cut
Anybody?
wrap this
Yeah,
up.
we're getting ready to wrap this up, guys. Because like I said, we're getting ready to do something too. Like, we got to eat. But next time I am going to cook them steaks for you. Well, for me. You'll be watching me cook them.
You tell us if you
Kate does it all the time.
If you want us to do this again, we'll do it again. I like this.
Well, this is what I wanted to originally get. I want to get a program going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
That's
I want to go every day, but we're going to escalate. We're going to get microphones. We're going to start having memes and videos, and we're going to start getting a little bit. I told you we were going to start at the rock bottom. The rock bottom. Sitting on our couch with a tripod and me holding a laptop, not knowing really much what I'm doing. I can't even scroll through the chat that well. But I'm a quick learner though, so it'll all be good. So it's about 150 dead that they're claiming right now. Wow. It's still a lot of people from a fire that was caused. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. And Oprah, man, people like
What cards is that? PA
look at all
Lolo.
the scandals with Oprah.
I
now.
showed everybody the cards already, but I'll show you PA Lolo. This is the Michael Jordan rookie 1986 clear and a near mint 7. This is for PA Lolo. That's his rookie card. And then this is his second year, PA. That's in an 8. I got his second year in an 8. PA Lola, do you collect cards? Steve Thompson saying, if I could read that, Sammy, email your address. I would like to send you guys a gift. Absolutely. Steve, email me at SammyBowl7, right? Because I don't know your email address. Everybody knows my email address. Matter of fact, Jeff Barron just put it up under you, Steve. SammyBowl7@gmail.com. Message me. I'll send you any information you want, my man. Low roller saying it's. I gotta be careful. I don't want to hit those. Make low rollers up and go away again. Roller just said.
We like you, Little Roller. We
You
really
got
do.
1986 clear Michael Jordan rookie cards. Yes, low roller. You didn't see it.
Yes.
That's the goat, man. It's the real goat.
Yeah, I like Little Roller, man.
Oh, this is the holy grail in basketball cards, guys. This is it, man. And I got it real nice. Look at that holder, man. I don't play around. See how it's real nice in that holder? Shit, when you got a Holy Grail card, you got to treat it with respect. Are you kidding? And I didn't even get this one for myself. I've had this card in my life at least 5 different times, and I sold them all. But this is by far the best condition one I've ever had. Definitely. I mean, that is sharp, man. You see the corners. You see the. I mean, this is such a hard card to get centered. This was always bad centered card. Look at that centering. Guys, this is better than a 3X Max car. It's worth about 3 or 4 3X Max cars now. You kidding? But thank you, Steve. I'll make sure, email me, sandybull7gmail.com. I appreciate that. He said, also maybe we can get together at a convenience store when I visit my uncle who lives in Philadelphia. You just let me know, brother. And I'm right outside of Philadelphia, right where I go to that diner, you know. Hey, come on, if you can make it to the diner, free milkshakes, you know. John, hook us up. You know the deal. Maybe we'll win some money, too. The Three Amigos people play scratch tickets. They will end up on the casinos anyway. At the casino, Lou Roller said. EA saying hot super. Yeah, that's a nice card. I like it. That's why if I'm going to spend the money, I'm going to get a card that I know is going to hold you forever. And
Stacy Smith.
the only goat, Jeff Barron said. What'd Stacy say?
Oh man, she's like, you look bored.
What? You got her cracking up.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Kane says Jeff Barron rocks. Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
He's
Yes,
the time
he does.
stamping king of the world. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man, I appreciate that,
You
man.
know,
That is so
I
funny.
bet you Mr. Beast, who has what, 240 million people, I don't even think he has a time stamper better than Jeff.
I don't even know how a timestamp, Jeff.
I know, that's what I said to Jeff. I don't know either.
I would like to know how.
Thank you, Kane. Kane says Sammy has the best cards ever. Oh man, this ain't nothing. If you guys would have seen the cards I had back years ago before I
But
sold
this
them,
is all you have now.
Yes.
So you can't talk about what you don't have anymore.
Oh, I had it. I mean, with Pete Rose, I had every card. I had every
That was a
card.
beautiful
I had every
collection.
card printed of Pete Rose possible.
And Don DiMaggio, because Gianna
Don
liked
Drysdale.
him. Yeah, Don.
Don
Who did I
Drysdale.
say?
You said Don DiMaggio.
Oh yeah, I mean
Dom. You didn't even say. You didn't
I
say
meant
Joe.
Don. I meant
Dom. There is a Dom DiMaggio,
I
guys.
meant Don.
Let's see. I got a trivia question for you.
Oh, go ahead.
There's 2 DiMaggios.
Joe?
Yeah. Does anybody realize that Joe DiMaggio had a brother and he was a professional baseball
His
player?
name was Don?
Yeah. I had his.
But I was going to do him.
It figured, right? I had a pack of 1940 Leaf back in the day, right? In the late 80s, you could get them for $50. Now they're probably worth like $1,000. But 1948 Leafs, they gave you 2 cards. Well, I bought down in 2nd and Market down in Philadelphia. There was an antique shop that had them.
Yeah.
And guess what? I opened it up, and I thought I got all excited. I thought I got the Joe DiMaggio that was worth about $5,500. It was Dom DiMaggio worth $12. Because Dom DiMaggio is not worth anything. All I saw was DiMaggio, and I was like, yes, because I knew it was worth about $5,500. And here it goes. It was Dom DiMaggio. Everybody was laughing. It was like, that ain't Joe. That's Dom. That's his brother, man. He couldn't play ball. I thought I hit the jackpot, man. I did. I was like, DiMaggio. I was like, oh, $5,000. And the guy's looking at me. He's like, man, that card's $12 at best. All right, guys. So we're going to get ready to wrap it up anyway. I didn't answer all your questions. I wish I did. Jeff Barron saying, Sammy, Do you know anything about old German currency and military type currency? I do know about old currency, but not military currency. On eBay, I used to sell federal notes that were the big notes. Remember when our money was big? They used to have the Federation of Texas used to have Federal Reserve notes, and you can go even back into the 19 teens and the 1920s. I had a bill. I'm not sure if it was a $5 bill or a $1 bill. $1 bill. It was the first year, and it had a certain letter on it that made it valuable. It was the first year they used the motto, "In God We Trust." And I think I sold that dollar for like $80, something like that. I used to sell currency because I had people that came in the store that would want to sell shit all the time. They want to hawk their jewelry, they want to hawk their money, and believe it or not, that is a big collectible. A lot of people collect currency, and I don't mean money like money to spend. Old money, like I keep in my wallet. Look how big that wallet. I got a big dookie wallet. Look how big that wallet is. And there ain't money in it. Well, this money. I keep this money. These are the bills that are special to me throughout the years. If you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, John just gave me some old currency just a week or two ago. A 1969 $20 bill. You guys remember the old $20 bills? It's not too old. 1969 is not real old. When I had bills from the 1930s, and they were nice and mint and they were graded, you could get some money for them. 1960 $10 bill, that was from John. John gave me all these notes. He gave me $50 in old money. See, he signed it. His initials are JM. That was nice of him. You know, I'll never spend it. You know, he gave it to me. Well, you know. And then I kept this $10 bill. It's a new money. This is what year is this? There's something about it, guys. I gotta show you. I don't even know the damn year. It's pretty new. How do you find the year on a $10 bill? Whatever. I know it's pretty new. It's got to be around 20. Steve Mnuchin was the secretary. 2017. There you go. 2017. $10 bill's weird. It's all the way over here. But look what it says on it. Right next to the stamp. Take a look at what it says. Right next to the stamp. Take a look at what it says. Hold on. I'll get it. You see it now. Had to keep that. I noticed it when it came in the store one time. Someone stamped it. I said, I'll keep that. 1953 $5 silver certificate.
Man, Gianna, that's your kid. You can't even do it like this, right? Come on, buddy. Wanna go out?
I don't know about the military currency though. In my flea market though, Jeff, in Delaware, there's a guy out there that sells old military ribbons, military medals, and I think he has foreign currency.
Sam, I'm gonna take him out, okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting ready to wrap it up.
Alright. Fun, guys. If you want to keep doing this, here, we're for it.
Yep. Denise said she had fun. I want to keep doing it because I want to have a regular escalating and take it to the next level.
Whoever. I don't care if this is up. Come on, man.
That's all. And then the only other one I have is a bunch of $2 bills. Some old. Some of them were signed by people that I knew. You know.
Ooh. We should play a game of life, Sam, with Gianna. She got you out of that room, Sam. Oh, come on.
And then for stupid things, someone really did some artwork on this dollar bill, so I kept it.
Boy. Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
And then we all know star notes.
Come.
I got a bunch of replacement notes. Sometimes I'll see a person, I gave one to John. Sometimes some people will be like, oh, like the one guy. Remember the one video? The guy asked me to sign a bill. He asked me. He pulled out of money. He asked me to sign something. There's been times when I close the camera and I'm leaving, people shake my hand or whatever, and I'll go ahead. I'll take a star note out, throw an SB7 on there, and give it to them. And it's special because there's only one of one. A star note is a replacement note made for the original, and that's it. Usually, if these are in good condition, a dollar bill, you can sell them for $10. I sold a $100 star note. I sold it for $200 on eBay. Yeah, it doesn't. The dollars is what people mostly collect because you can get 10 for them. It doesn't work that way with a $100 bill. You're not getting $1,000 for a $100 star note. But if it is clean and it's very mint, you can get $200 for it. Jeff, I would like to know more about that military currency, foreign currency. I've had Canadian currency. I think I even had a $50 bill Canadian currency. I like the way their currency's not paper. Their currency's made of like a plastic. Raymond says, I have a blue, brown, and red note, $2. I love them red notes, man. Them red notes are good. You get some old $2 or $5 and $10 red notes, especially 5 and 10. I don't even think I've ever seen a $20 red note, but I've seen 5 and 10s. Man, them red notes are some good stuff. Sammy, you see serial numbers 111. Oh yeah. If all the serial numbers were all ones or all twos, they're worth big money. There are crazy collectors that collect that stuff. If you had a dollar bill that was serial number 11111111111, I bet you could get $10,000 for that bill. $10,000. Maybe more. I'm going to show my star note. P.A. Lolo. I'm going to show my star notes, 25 and $1. I used to have a ton of star notes, man. Because I used to have a whole section on eBay where I was selling them. The only star note I never had was a 50. I had all the other ones. I've had $1, $2, the $5, the $10, 20, and the 100. Never had a $50 star note, though. And on the hundreds, I've had star notes on all 3 versions. The old ones that you know from the 80s and early 90s, 70s. And then you have the other one with the big Ben Franklin head, but it was before it turned blue. And then you got your blue ones that you see now with the big hologram in there. They all got star notes. Oh, Zach E, we got a $10 super chat from Zach E23. Damn, man. Look at Zach E showing up hard, man. You're nice, man. You don't have to send me them super chats, man. You're really nice, dude. You know what, Zach? We got to do something. Why don't you email me, Zach, at sammybull7gmail.com. I want to know your shirt size number, okay? Get you some bracelets, get you a shirt. Give me your shirt size. Email me your full name, valid shipping address, and shirt size that you want. And we'll make some stuff happen for you, all right, Zachy? sammybull7@gmail.com. Zachy saying, I love this shirt, brother. Hope you're having an awesome night. That's Zachy. One time I wore this at my store. And if anything, people just laughed. It was a good conversation all day, Nobody ever took offense to it, But But it is the truth, though. I mean, I got like 2 or 3 customers that come in that just believe in some crazy shit, man. They believe in some really wild shit that is so stupid that I do get very easily offended. They get. I try to talk just some reality because I believe that myself as a realist. You know, something tangible, something real. You know, something that's right and real. And when someone talks some crazy shit, well, someone's easily offended. And it's usually not me. Do you check star notes when you are playing skill games today? You know, I don't. When I'm throwing the money in, I really don't glance at them, Leroy. But I'll tell you when I do. When I take the money from the store, and sometimes I might have $50 to $100 bills, $1 bills. I'll grab them every once in a while. I'll go through them real quick, see if there's any star notes. And whenever I see the 5s are getting high and the 10s, I'll grab a stack. I'll go through them real quick. And what I do from the store with the $20 bills is I put them in stacks of 1,000. I do go through them though. But I used to go through star notes to sell them because there are buyers. You can sell them. But now, like, I don't think I went through these. On the $20 bills, when I take it from the store, I put it in just a stack like that. That's all. But I don't know if I don't think I went through these. Let's see if we find a star note. Why don't we? I'll show you how rare they are. This is 50/20s, right? I bet we don't find one. And I didn't go through these yet. Uh-oh. Not in that stack. Sucks. Yeah, because I didn't check this week. I'm curious, man. If I find a star note, I'm going to flip the subscriber wheel and we're going to mail it to you. All right? If I find a $20 star note, I will sign it and I'm going to flip the subscriber wheel and I will ship it to one of you guys. Let's see if we find one. It's got a pen mark on it, but not a star note. Come on, looking for a $20 star note. Come on. Look, I'm like I'm calling for a skills machine jackpot. We're looking for $20 star notes. Oh no! Oh, we got one! Ha ha! Yeah! Right? That's what I'm freaking talking about. Let me make sure there's no more. See that? We just went through 120s. Now I gotta replace this 20. Alright, we just went through 120s and I found one. There's your star note. You guys can see the star right there. It's pretty clean. There's a little cut right here. You make it worse if you tape it. But this right now, if you were to iron it out, put it in a plastic sheet, you would probably be able to get about at least, because of the cut, I would say $25 to $30. You would be able to sell it for still $25 to $30. If it didn't have the cut, right? Then you would get easily $40 for it. But you do have a cut in it, and that's going to hurt it a little. But I'll tell you what we are going to do. I don't think I got a Sharpie on me right now. But anyway, I am going to spin the subscriber wheel. And then I want the person that I pick to email me at sammybull7gmail.com with your name and your shipping address. And you are going to get this $20 star note. And you know what? It might be damn good luck. Not just good luck. It might be damn good luck. Damn. Matter of fact, I'm having second thoughts. Maybe it might be good luck for me. Let's see these serial numbers here. K11, it's got 007. Oh, look at the number. Can't even make it up. 007-14487. It's got a 007 star note. Damn. We're going to Sharpie that up. We're going to spin the wheel. But I want to do it on the phone because it'll be easier to spin. All right, guys. That's what we're looking at. The Bond, the Three Amigos, Lucky Star, Zach E, P.A. Lolo and Raymond, Low Roller Scratcher, Jessica Goff. What's up? What's up, Jessica? Thanks for coming in, Jess. P.A. Lolo, Stacy Smith is still here. Oh, P.A. Lolo with the $1 dono to the channel. Thank you, my brother. And I missed someone else, too. Gary B. with a $5 dono. Thank you. I love you. I love you and Denise. You are both awesome sauce. Damn, well, I've been telling Gary, you and everyone else here in the SB7 Nation, I've been telling all you guys, you are always and always will be awesome sauce. Look at that. Gary B with a $5 dono to the channel.
Oh, thanks.
Zach E with a $10 dono to the channel.
man,
P.A. Lolo with a $1 dono to the channel.
P.A. Lolo.
Walt Money Scratcher, I see you.
Oh, hey, baby. He's one of the nicest people I know in the chat. Thanks,
All right,
Walt.
we're going to go and spin it. Let's see who gets it. We're going to sign. We have a star note here, and we're going to sign and we're going to ship tickets. Here we go. Now, if we were doing that Michael Jordan card, I bet you we would get 200 people in here real quick, but it's not going to happen. You better believe it. All right, here we go, guys. Hey, you guys got a good chance of winning. There's only right now 25 people in here. Here we go. We're going to spin. Let me go. Right now. Oh, my goodness, and it landed on P.A. Lolo. P.A. Lolo. It's right here. I'm going to put it up. Boom. There's the message. Hey, Sammy, I need an SB7 Nation hat. He asked for a hat, but he gets a $20 star note.
$10 man, for a hat.
Yeah. Congratulations, P.A. Lolo. We'll get this out to you. Just remember to email me. I can't get it to you if you don't email me at SammyBull7 with your full name and valid shipping address. That's all I need. And Zachy, I need you to email me too with shirt size.
Payment.
Zachy in the last 24 hours sent three $10 super chats. Just in the last 24 hours. Yeah, I gotta give him a shirt. No, just because he's an awesome sauce dude, we gotta get him a shirt.
Absolutely.
And some bracelets.
What color
Thanks,
bracelet?
guys.
We got them all. Black, red.
Yeah, we don't have many black. No, it's mostly red and black.
I have black.
Not many of them. Where
No,
they
not
at?
many.
There's not many
I
black.
have a lot on my floor though.
The blue is the hot one out right now.
Yeah, I know. I did good with the blue, didn't I? I did good.
No,
Yeah.
Stacy, I accidentally did that. Hold on.
Ooh, she's gonna get a message from her.
I
in a
know, I
second.
got you, Stacy. I messed something up. Let me go back on my phone. Sorry, Stacy. I'll fix it in a second. I hate that damn laptop, man.
It's yours?
I don't know what that is.
Well, this is something I
Stacy, if you're hearing me, I accidentally unmodded you. I may have deleted one of your messages. Oh my goodness. I'll make sure we get that fixed. Sorry, Stacy, that was my bad. There you go. I see Stacy. I have to go. Add back. Boom, there we go. Sorry, I didn't delete your message. I unmodded you. You're back to being moderator. Because every time I click on someone's name, a box comes up, and if I hit the wrong thing, put in timeout, hide user, delete message. I'm still learning. Stacy's back to being a moderator. For 30 seconds, she lost her wrench. All right, guys, so that's going to be it. Where's Buddy at? Let's go find Buddy.
Buddy's in his fucking cage.
Buddy's in his cage.
Use my language. I'm so sorry. You should have seen what he did to me on the wall. I had to drag him. He wouldn't get up. And then I had to lay down on the ground with him just to make him.
Oh, Buddy, what did you do?
Yo, he was out. He was so bad outside.
Buddy, did you do something bad? Mommy put you in the cage. You want to come on? You want to say you want to say hello to everybody? Let's get up close and personal with Buddy for a minute. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Sit. Sit. Good. Sit. See if he listens to me. Come here, buddy. Sit. Sit. Good boy, Paul. Good boy. Good boy. Other Paul. Other Paul. Other one. I know. Good. Other Paul. Oh, he got a little confused. Uh-oh. he's like, oh, he's jumping on us. Because he saw Gianna. He loves Gianna. See, he always gets fired up with Gianna. Oh.
He's mad at her because she don't let her in the room.
Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to wrap it up.
Hey,
See you later, guys. I appreciate
Thanks for
it.
staying around this long, man. Appreciate it. John never did her back thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You want, do one real quick for everybody, Jay.
She do it. Do your thing.
No, my back hurts. I can't.
Oh, she said her back hurts.
Shout out to Emma S.
Shout out.
Emma's watching.
Shout out to who?
Emma.
Her friend, one of Gianna's friends, is watching. MS.
Emma, she's here. Long hair girl.
There she is. Bam.
Oh, she's not using.
Shout out to Emma Shakespeare, and a shout out to Buddy. Buddy says bye. All right, guys. Peace and love. Thanks for hanging around. Appreciate it. We got to do it again. Peace and love. Be safe. Be blessed. Stay blessed. Take care of your loved ones, your neighbors, your children, like we talked about earlier, and everybody in your family, in your circle, and everybody right here in the SB7 Nation. And hopefully we could get a lot more prayers and stuff. You know, we're going to grow from here on. You know, it's easy to get off base, especially if we start talking about baseball cards or basketball cards. Holy moly. But congratulations to PA Lolo. Don't forget to email me if you want your star note, brother. And you too, Zach, for your shirt. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. If I can sneak out tomorrow at the skills machine, though, you'll see me, okay? Otherwise, it'll be Friday morning. But if Denise lets me sneak out tomorrow, we'll see what happens. Boom. See you guys later. Have a good night.